All right, want to everyone talking their mics. Make sure we all sound good.
Test. I don't hear nothing.
Turn up your dial.
Right.
Turn up the 4 dial, the number 4
Testing,
dial.
1,
The
2.
4 dial by the headsets. 4 dial by the headsets.
The bison,
Four dial by the
this
headsets.
is the boys, but it's plural. So
in
the
the back.
boys, the bice, they're in the back. They're not in the front. They're not
Do it as
upstairs because
Rick
that'd be
Sanchez.
weird. Morty, the bice are in the back here. Morty, where's podcast time, baby? Woo!
Yeah, you killed that.
Morty,
He's good with
we're
impressions.
going to play the Bazoo Patron. We're gonna get all the crystals. More. We're gonna go to Blitz and Chips. We're gonna play our favorite games, buddy. It's gonna be a fucking blast, buddy. Come on!
Isn't Blitz and Chips like Dave and Buster's?
Yes.
Is that
It's like
Yeah.
the spoof Dave and Buster's.
Dude, I love Rick and Morty. Hold
Dude,
on.
Love the Rick and
I
Morty.
saw the Rick and Morty like action going on in the group chat, and I was like, tonight's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a great night.
We were putting my mom onto Rick and Morty.
Dude, it's the best show.
She
I
loved
love
it, but was also
It's
disturbed. I
Such a
feel
weird
like.
episode is the episode where that kid gets like lost in Fruity Land, and he fucks the little animals, he like eats the babies.
We're watching this with my mother.
Yeah,
With my
I was
mother,
like,
Julie
I like
Fairweather.
trash.
I
Yum,
don't
yum,
think
yum.
I heard that one. I didn't hear
fucking
that.
Tommy.
Are we
King
recording?
Tommy.
Are we recording?
We are recording, but this is so good. I don't want to stop because
Hey, cheers to the bice.
Cheers
this
to
is
the
the
bite.
test
Thanks for
run.
having us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Doing
Thanks
the
for
most
having
coming.
us.
Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah,
for real.
thanks for
Let's
coming.
have a fire conversation.
Fire.
Cheers.
Yes.
Let's see how deep we can go.
Let's get your waist
Da-da-da.
going.
This shit is strong, by the way. Ooh. All right, hold on.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
talking so I can.
Yeah.
on now.
Damn, I feel great.
No, it's
Come
fact.
on now.
There's
a fact.
a reason. There's a method to the madness
All
here.
Whiskey, no hangovers.
I mean, you can definitely get to the point.
You can definitely get
You
there
can definitely get there if you try.
if you want to.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
We're
but
officially
I like
locked
what I
in
hear.
to the bice in the back.
Let's
Sorry.
go.
I had to just double check the test run because you never know with this equipment.
No need
Bro,
to
hey,
say
let's
sorry.
give some love to the audio and video guy.
Oh.
It is
Yeah.
not. It is
Tech
not.
guy.
No. That's
No.
It's
Tech.
gen-
Give it to
generally
all
not
these
a labor
people.
of love, and
Cheers.
it is
Not all
definitely
heroes
a
wear
labor.
capes.
Nah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the goat.
No. This is great to have you guys here. I'm so happy we could do this full podcast. Next time we got to get Rose on too. We got to have all 5 of us. We want to-
Champagne, shooter.
Champagne, shout out.
Me,
Shoot-a.
Daniel, and Rose know how to have a crazy conversation.
Yeah, we get there.
Yeah, your guys' podcasts get really deep, and I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I think it's the
Yes.
best. I think it's the best when people
Yeah.
can be like super self-reflective.
We are
and
like deep convos or nothing kind of people.
Yes.
deep
Well,
convos or nothing. What
Yeah.
else is the point?
What else is
the
there to
point?
do?
What else is the point? But hey, let's give it up. Let's give it up.
Hey,
For
can we
that
get a little
two
louder?
guys, yeah.
A little
Yeah,
louder
let's
on
get
that
that a
crowd.
little louder. How
Get
do
a
you
little
get that
louder on that
louder?
crowd.
You got sound effects, bro?
No, we have a live studio
Whoa,
audience.
how they going
Too
so
loud,
crazy?
too loud. All right, calm down, guys. Calm down.
Oh, you guys got all the phones.
All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We could. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
put
don't have
those
the
phones
headphones
We're not
on.
locked
I
in
forgot.
yet.
Whoa.
We
That's
don't
on
have
this.
the headphones.
Whoa. Do you guys like using headphones? Because you can realistically
No.
have
Yeah, you
them
don't
off.
need 'em.
You don't need them.
You don't need them, but it's nice to kind of know what the listener's gonna hear.
You're
You know
locked
what I mean?
in.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, yeah.
No, this soundboard is
Exactly.
actually really interesting. I love it. It's awesome.
Well,
And
Joe
I'm glad we
Rogan
could
talks
do it.
about how important the headphones are because he says it makes it a lot easier to not talk over other people.
It does.
That's
I've
true.
already felt that.
Oh, that's a great point.
And
Yeah.
we got the.
That's a
Can I
great
get the
point.
sound effects one more time? Can I
Yeah.
hear the?
Yeah, you can
Can we
play,
make a
play
little
with
noise,
them.
guys?
Play with them.
Little noise.
Sorry. Oh, and
Wow.
Get a little dance motion going in.
Yeah.
How nice of them all to come out.
our live studio band.
This
Sorry.
week on Vice in the Back.
Oh.
Ty and
You're
Brandon
hot, you're
join
hot.
Shannon and Daniel, entrepreneurs and overall enthusiasts of life. You never know what you're going to learn in this episode, so strap that seatbelt in, grab your water. There's going to be no bathroom breaks in this one, folks,
Oh,
and let's
man.
get to it.
Dude,
You heard
Daniel's
the
had
man.
one
you
sip
have
of
it-
You
alcohol.
heard the man.
dude, you have an amazing voice for voice acting. Have
Thank
you ever
you,
thought
man.
about doing
Yes.
I have, and I've considered it when I'm like 40 and I am just bored and
Yeah.
very wealthy. I'm
Do
gonna
it
like,
now.
Dude, I'm going to be like, dude, I'm starting that fucking cartoon. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the cartoon's
Dude.
coming. The cartoon is coming.
Ah, dude, I
Me and
think
Daniel come up with
loading.
cartoon ideas
Dude,
all the time.
Cartoons would be. I think they're so creative. I think people sleep on cartoons. People like.
Yeah.
people are like, oh, I don't really like that movie because it's a cartoon. But dude, look what the Spider-Verse did for a
Facts.
cartoon. Spider-Verse is like one of the most beloved things. Wins Oscars for like best visuals. Like cartoon, you can do so much.
Anything's
with.
possible with a cartoon.
Anything's possible with cartoon. I feel
Spider-Verse was fire. So I think
so
just to
good.
get us all on the same page here, we are all movie enthusiasts of some sort. I feel like
Shout out
music.
I'm a pop culture person.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
a pop
Me
culture
too. But
person.
not pop culture in the sense of like celebrities. Pop culture in the sense of like
Art.
culture.
Yeah, art.
And like celebrities can actually be included in culture when you think of it. But the
certain
arts,
ones.
perhaps.
The arts,
you
the
know?
arts.
Yes.
The dark arts.
I'm more about the concept of the arts than like
Shout out
the people
Voldemort.
who take part.
Shut up.
Shout out.
Hey,
Come on
we
the
don't say
pod,
his
come on the
name.
pod. Yeah,
we don't say his name,
Don't
yo.
say his name.
Daniel was
Yeah.
disappointed by the Harry Potter movies.
No.
Dude,
what
I
are you
was-
talking
Yeah.
about?
Bro, I was such a big fan as a kid. I like read every book, like absolute super fan.
But you never saw the movies?
No, I saw the movies, but I saw Shannon never saw the movies.
But you're a book
Yeah.
fan. You're a
I
book
was a
over
book-
movie fan.
I was an overall series fan, and I still am. And I watched it as a fully grown 28-year-old man with my beloved girlfriend here. And
Shout out.
Shout out, big
dude,
shout.
I was vibing. I was like, first one kind of lame, but you know that's how it goes. Second one,
No.
kind of. I mean, it's
First one's cringe.
No.
Dude, they're like
Yeah.
I love the first one.
They're like
They're
8 years
cute.
so
old.
sweet though.
They're cute.
But as a kid, you think it's sick.
It's fantastic Halloween
As a kid,
vibes.
you think it's sick.
It's
It's
fantastic
cute.
children
Yeah.
Halloween vibes.
I agree. It's great. It's
And-
great.
Movies, there are just some bangers out there. There's movies out there that can blow your mind nowadays. So
But
like,
you don't like Harry Potter?
Yeah.
You don't think that's one of them?
Bro,
I like Harry Potter.
Just
I
with the
enjoyed
graphics and shit?
Harry Potter. I enjoyed the concept of it, but story could be better. Overall, characters could be a bit better. It's a little cringe. The Harry Potter movies are a
let
little
me tell
cringe.
you.
Hagrid is the GOAT.
Let me
That's
tell you.
facts.
Hagrid.
Let me
out
tell you
Hagrid.
the issue with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Voldemort.
Daniel has thought about
Bro,
this.
Voldemort-
Daniel has meditated on this concept.
Voldemort is on a wave. All 5th, 6th, 7th movies. You're like, damn, bro, this guy's on it. He's got the wand. He's got the stone. He's got the team.
Yep.
Bro, this motherfucker
He's
is
on it.
running show
He's
out here.
Thanos before Thanos.
Dude, he's running it.
Yeah.
He's running
Legit.
it.
You're right. You're right.
All the way into the 7th movie. He's vibing. And then within like 20 minutes, fucking fumbles the bag. Whole thing's over. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, Voldemort's dead. And I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, I feel bad for this dude. This dude had
He feels for the villain.
Dude, he had this whole plot set up, and he just fumbled it because the fucking wand didn't work for him.
Dude.
Yeah,
And to
'cause
see
he
a
wasn't,
guy-
he wasn't the
Yeah.
chosen one.
To see a
He
guy with
wasn't.
that much attention to detail just lose it.
He loved the
To a
craft more than everyone
17-year-old.
else.
Yes.
It was
But he wasn't
disappointing.
pure of heart. He wasn't pure of heart. That's why. He wasn't pure of
Good
heart.
guys always win.
I mean,
Yeah, he.
Good guys
I
always
feel
win.
like Harry Potter like hits puberty and it's over for Voldemort. Like he just has that much
yeah.
power. Like
He's
once he
that-
like became like
Harry
came
Potter's
into
not even
himself.
trying. Yeah.
Right.
Dude, yeah. Harry
Like,
Potter is
Voldemort's like 50 years old. Like he's been grinding for a minute. He's not. Harry's still better than him. Like
but he was Tom Riddle. You remember he was Tom Riddle in the second movie?
yeah.
yeah, that.
Harry
Riddle.
Potter
Tom
doesn't
Riddle.
even want it. Harry Potter's like all set. He doesn't even really care that much.
Yeah, he's the chosen one, and he just
He's like,
does
fine.
not care.
Yeah.
he's like, all right, fuck,
He,
I have
gets
to do
like-
this
pissed though.
now.
He gets dummy pissed sometimes.
He does.
He does.
He definitely
He
does.
He's a fucking drama queen.
He is.
Yo, fuck Harry Potter.
Yeah. And he gets bailed out. He gets bailed
he does.
out. How many times has Harry got bailed out by Hermione and
Or
even Ron
Dumbledore.
sometimes by
Hey,
Dumbledore,
Yeah.
It's a team
Hagrid?
sport. You can't
It's a
do
team
it.
sport.
You can't do it alone.
But he
you
is the
know?
boy who lived.
Something that
he's
was
the boy who
interesting was that I saw some videos when Daniel and I were really watching the movies that apparently like Harry, Hermione, and Ron as humans are like very, very similar to their characters. Like Harry was kind of like a
Makes
edgy kind of little preteen type dude.
Totally see that.
I
Did
can
he-
see. Yeah, that's definitely his personality. No,
He
no
faced
shot.
some issues too.
I mean,
Daniel
he-
told me something.
Bro,
yeah.
he was like an alcohol. Yeah. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Dude, this-
Yeah.
The
So-
actor?
Wait, tell the
Daniel Radcliffe?
Tell the
So-
story of how you told me this too.
Yeah. So there's this one
You
day.
like didn't want to tell me.
Yeah, so there's this one day I'm just like kind of in my feelings because I watched Harry Potter the night before. And I'm just like,
No, it was
like,
doing something to you.
Dude, it was fucking
It was
up
like
my-
stirring up
it was
some
like-
inner child stuff.
it was stirring up my inner
Really?
child for
Shit.
sure. So I'm like,
We'd wake
Googling
up the next
around.
day and Daniel would be like a little off and be like, "Are you alright?" He's like, "Yeah."
I'd be like, Voldemort's got so much fucking momentum right now. It's pissing me off.
Yeah. We're like having
shouldn't
coffee.
be doing
It was a
this.
serious thing.
So I'm like Googling around and, just seeing what the actors are up to. And just want to know what my boys are up to. And I find this interview with Daniel Radcliffe. And I learned this, what I'm about to share, and I like didn't want to tell Shannon because I didn't want to ruin it for her. And I like, I'm not the best. I'm not the best at keeping secrets, but I'm pretty good. And she could just tell. She's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Yo, I kind of want to tell you something about Harry Potter." She was like, "Yeah, fuck it, just tell me." So I go. I was reading an interview with Daniel Radcliffe, and apparently he's like piss drunk for half the scenes in like the last 2 movies.
Isn't that crazy?
That can't be true.
Dude, no, he was like
That
an
can't be
alcohol.
true.
He had
He said it.
serious alcohol issues, and he was like,
Damn.
yeah, he's like, I was drunk for a lot of the last movies.
No.
Yeah, and they had to just kind of like hide it because you got a bunch of like
Cheers to that, man. Cheers to that, man.
Cheers.
He's like,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
he's this like childhood hero.
His acting still.
It's all right.
I wouldn't say it hurt by him being drunk.
Yeah, that's weird because
Yeah.
I didn't notice it. I would have no idea.
Yeah.
You know who also
He is type Aki though. He's a little jacked up.
He is
a little
jacked
swole.
up. He's ripped now.
Especially
He's ripped nowadays.
Oh, nowadays he's big. He's big.
boy.
Is he?
He's ripped.
Yeah,
Oh.
Has
no
he
joke.
acted in anything since?
Yeah.
He was on Broadway
Yeah.
for a stint.
He does
after
some-
Harry
Really?
Potter.
Can
Yeah.
we see
Can we
Harry
pull
Potter
up-
on Broadway?
Can we pull up a little Daniel Radcliffe?
He's such an
action?
interesting looking guy.
Yeah, he is.
Daniel
yoked up.
Radcliffe.
Yeah, why is he? Why? Hold on, let me switch to the screen recording so we can see it.
He seems like he's got some demons.
Like, no need for Harry Potter to be
Wow.
this
Oh,
absolutely
hey.
yoked up.
Didn't have to do it to him.
Why is
he in undies?
shredded?
Yeah, looking good in the tidy whities too.
He looks shredded.
What was
Yeah,
this
he's
for? He
definitely
looks
shredded.
good.
What the hell? I don't know. It was some movie, but he looks crazy.
Yeah, he's yoked.
I wonder what this was
He's been
for.
working out with Ty.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, I mean,
End
he's actually been working
times.
out with Randy.
This is actually a promo
this in
for
Harry
his
Potter?
personal training.
I think this
Randy's
is in Harry
personal
Potter.
training. Shout out.
But yeah, he's in like.
That's a little too much groin for me. Get this.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a lot of
God.
That's a lot.
Just a bunch of
Extra
guys
low
being
stomach.
dudes.
We just had to show.
Honestly,
hey,
I wanted to see more.
I respect.
Bunch of dudes just checking out shirtless Daniel Radcliffe. Fucking
I
vibe.
respect.
Vibing.
I respect the
And you're rocking
hustle.
with the
I respect
bike.
that hustle.
Can we see Daniel Radcliffe on Broadway?
Oh, let's pull that up.
Can I cue that?
Yeah, cue that up.
Can
cue
I
that up.
request?
Yeah.
I think Hermione's had the best post Harry Potter career.
What
No
was she
doubt.
in?
Yeah.
She was in Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I love that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my,
She's
she
in
was
Little
in Little
Women.
Women.
She's Beauty and the Beast.
She's
Yeah.
Belle.
She's Belle.
That's
She's
my
Belle.
that's my dream
You're right.
job.
She
That's
was.
legendary.
That's literally
Dream
my
job.
dream job.
That's
That's
legendary.
I
dream
was so
job.
jealous of her when that came out. Like I had Belle on my walls growing up. Like I was a huge Belle girl.
Who was the Beast?
Yeah, who was
AI.
CGI. Yeah, CGI.
Oh, it was. Okay.
AI,
I feel like
dude.
Ty,
was like,
Ty
what?
would make a good Beast, bro.
Some
Dude.
ginger dude, I think was.
Yeah, Ginger.
AI is getting crazy nowadays.
I love AI. I love ChatGPT.
AI is crazy.
Hey.
It's like the what are those goggles called? Like the virtual
Oh yeah, like the
reality.
Apple ones. All right, here we go. Here we
Hold
go.
on, we go action.
Oh wait, no, this isn't it. I typed in Daniel Radcliffe on Broadway, and that was the first one that came up.
No,
Oh.
it's because that play that he was in was they were going to show it, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh.
Sondheim had more than his fair
Okay.
share of his
I'm gonna kill myself.
Definitely
Don't
don't
say
do that.
I'm kind of
Words
over.
are spells.
Kind of
Words
over
are
Broadway.
Words are
Daniel
I
spells.
try to
Radcliffe.
tell this man.
You're hip. Oh, look at him go.
Look at this kid.
Bible of merrily we roll along.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Honestly, Broadway is just
That's crazy.
something about it, Daniel.
You like or you don't like?
I love it.
I like
think
it too.
I love live music. I'm such a fan of
So
it.
it's
This
very.
stems from starring as Ryan Evans in High School Musical. Honestly.
They really touched
Honestly.
you were real life Troy Bolton because you were playing sports, but I think deep down the theater part of you really
was in
wanted to
Dolls and
express
Gals.
himself.
I have said
that
that.
part of himself really wanted to be expressed. I think you suppressed that part of yourself for a long time.
I have said that in the
Well-rounded
past.
human.
In the past,
Yeah.
I've said as many sports as I played, which was like that was my whole identity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I love sports,
Yeah.
like through and through. But as many as I played, I never had more fun than I was in drama club or doing
Facts.
High School Musical, doing any of that.
That
I don't know
shit
why. It
was
was
so
just
fun.
a blast. It was a blast.
It's so fun.
Just to pretend to
Crazy.
be like someone else for a minute.
and to be on stage like that too.
be a
yeah,
different
I mean, I
character.
don't know what it was, but it was just like it was like similar like adrenaline feeling as
Yeah.
sports, but it's like
Yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely
can't
get
really
the
explain it.
butterflies
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it was dope.
night of.
Yeah.
You
it was
know?
dope.
Yeah.
Shout out Bites in the Back skits coming soon.
Coming soon.
Collabing
let
with
me
doing
know.
the most. Collabing with doing the
I'm
most.
down.
Collabing with doing the
Yeah.
So
most.
down.
Yeah, when are we collabing? When are we
On
doing
what
the most?
specifically?
Whatever you want to do.
We're
Collabing right now.
we're writing up some
Facts.
skits.
Collabing right now.
Collabing right
Facts.
We're writing up some skits. So if you guys want to be some skits,
We want to make
Stay
movies
tuned.
someday for sure.
Oh, making a movie. What kind of movie?
I would love
we talked about that too.
I would love the kind of movie that kind of encapsulates like meaning of life. Like, have you ever seen About Time?
No.
That's my favorite movie ever. About Time. It's
I
a
don't
very
know.
it's a very simple.
What's it about?
It's about a man who can time travel back into the past, and he learns a lot about life by traveling into the past, by going back and changing things and dealing with the repercussions of that, and having to make certain choices based off the time travel. And he falls in love during the journey, and it's like a beautiful, simple movie, but it'll make you bawl your eyes out, which I
Damn.
love.
That's
I love
Damn.
crying.
That's some. Yeah, I mean that
Showing
stuff
the
will make you
emotion.
think for
Gotta show
sure.
the
Yeah,
emotion.
it's so good.
That's why I'm like a big fan of like Black Mirror, because that stuff makes
Yeah.
me
Dude.
really think.
Season 1 and 2
You wanna
was way
think?
better
Watch
than
that
the
show.
later.
That
Yeah.
show kind of fell
I think
off.
It
season
did.
2 is probably the best season,
doubt.
but I still think all the other ideas that they have are fucking amazing.
Yeah, the newer seasons kind of fell off. I think one of the best movies to come out in the past 5 years is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's a sick movie. That's
Me-
like a weird
Great
multiverse
film.
movie. It's crazy.
That's
That's
like
a very deep movie.
that's like the
That's
truth of our
wild.
existence, and like kind of they add like a lot of humor and kind of like
yeah.
uniqueness to it with like a lot of just absurdity
Yeah.
in some senses.
If I were to make a movie, I talked about this with Ty. I wanted to
Yeah.
make it like a drama comedy about like a washed up artist,
Ooh.
like or just like a washed up celebrity, kind of like someone that was at the top and now they're at the bottom, and like do the comparisons and like maybe
process
have a
that got in
redemption
there.
process. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe when you get back on top.
That's such a
something
specific
like
movie to want to make.
that. Yeah, I just like the idea of someone at the bottom gets to the top and goes back to the bottom, like a Mike Tyson. You know what I mean?
It's great. It's a
That, like-
crazy story path.
That whole path of just like being the youngest heavyweight of all time, like one tapping people, and then losing it all, going bankrupt, losing everything, and then coming back. Like now owns like wheat farms.
Yeah.
Was doing
Yeah,
a
now he's
boxing
balling.
exhibition back with Roy Jones.
So
like,
I feel like you like the from the bottom to the top to the bottom then back to the top kind of story.
sometimes
Yeah.
I do think
Yeah.
that
That's facts,
like
that's
sometimes
facts.
you have to like lose it all in order to
Yeah.
like really like appreciate or know what you want.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes people get to where they want to be, and then they're like, "Oh, did I really want this? Is this something I actually wanted,
Yeah.
or did I want something else?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And I
I'm
actually
sure.
was like listening to a, you know who Doja Cat is, right?
Yeah.
She was on this this podcast called Lyle Forever. I'll show you guys. It's so funny. They dress
Shout
up.
out Lyle Forever. Come
they-
on the pod.
They
come on the
dress
pod.
up like
I'm
geckos.
intrigued to see what this is going to be because Doja Cat, I think, kind of got taken in by some like dark industry.
I think she's just a
Yeah.
maniac, and like
Is she
people think that
down
she's
bad?
like in the
Want to
Illuminati,
switch
but
to
she's just like a
Shopify? Here's how
maniac.
to do it in a few easy steps.
But
Sign up for a free
essentially,
trial at
he kind of like asked her.
shopify.com
'Cause
and down-
it's like talk therapy,
Freedom.
therapy gecko.
Freedom.
Yeah. Just like being able to do things I like to do and like instilling boundaries. Boundaries have been on my mind.
That's Doja Cat.
This is
What
Doja Cat,
Boundaries. have you
and they're
been
all dressed up as
setting?
geckos,
Like professional
therapy.
and they do like a
boundaries
podcast for like 2 hours,
and kind of
and
just
they just talk.
really just boundaries in general.
And I don't know.
like
She was
a-
just talking about how like she basically. She thought she kind of wanted to be famous and do music, but
Yeah.
she realistically just wanted like the freedom, like the artistic
Interesting, yeah.
freedom.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey talks about how difficult and unenjoyable it is to be famous, and he said if most people just got rich, they'd be okay with just being rich, and they wouldn't necessarily need
They
the
wanted
rich and
the
the fame.
fame.
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like fame is
Facts.
definitely something that's chased a lot in society.
It's just the status.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely more often than it should be.
Yeah, my dad's big on like how terrible fame can be because my dad's been friends with people like Boomer, like Chris Berman, and like
Yeah.
Steve Levy, and these guys, and they'll go out to bars, they'll go to Super Bowls, they'll go to these events, and like they just get people just come up to them everywhere they go.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's got to get
yeah.
old. My
Exactly.
God.
Yeah, do you think that's annoying when you're like out to eat? like if you were a famous person, you're out to with your family or like doing something
Right.
important, and like people were just like nonstop coming up to you.
Yeah.
How would that make you feel?
Dude, I witnessed
Right.
it with Chris Berman.
Yeah,
When we were
it
at the
was
bar,
weird.
we were all just trying to have a beer.
Chris
and this
Berman.
one kid came up and he's just like, "Yo, Chris Berman, let me buy your beer. You're my hero." Like drops a beer off, and Chris is just like, "Okay, like all right, yep." And the kid goes away, shooting the shit. Fucking 10 minutes later, same kid's like, "Chris Berman, oh my god!" And we're like trying to have a conversation. Shannon's dad's like, "Okay, buddy, like, yeah, we get it." We get it. Dude comes back like
Yeah.
10 minutes later again, and we're all like, "Buddy, get it together."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and Chris was just like, all right, like,
He's
just like,
used to
just
that
like, I
shit,
deal with
but-
this shit all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
It looks just not fun at all.
Yeah, it's like a be careful what you wish for kind
Yeah.
of situation.
Yeah.
But Daniel and I
Shout
have
out
talked
Chris
about this
Berman.
because there is a level of freedom and expression that I'm sure is very fulfilling when you get a certain level of recognition for like your arts and your creations and the things that you do. And you guys know who like Mike Stud is? Now
Of
he's
course.
just
Yeah.
Mike.
Now
Yeah.
he's Mike, yeah.
We talk about him a lot because he has a podcast and he makes music and he's kind of like entrepreneurial and he's kind of like hip and spiritual and like all the stuff we're into. And he's someone who, if he goes out and he like puts a hat on, like not that many people are going to really recognize him,
Yeah,
you
pretty
know?
incognito.
He looks like a regular guy,
Yeah.
average guy.
Yeah. and
versus like Post Malone.
no chance. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
no
chance.
chance.
I
And
love
they're
Post
boys.
Malone.
I do
Me
too.
too.
Everybody
Post
loves
Malone.
Post
God.
Malone. Everybody loves Post
He's
Malone.
such a like a
Everybody.
fun dude.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
doesn't? Who
Everybody
doesn't?
loves Post Malone.
Amazing music.
My dad met Post Malone. You want to know what my dad
No
said to Post
way.
Malone when he met him? Hey, buddy, what's with all that shit on your face?
No.
Dead ass. Yeah. There's a picture of my dad and
Well,
Post
when you're an
Malone.
artist, you can do that. You can do
Yeah,
whatever you want.
Miss Post Malone goes, "It's my
That's
thing,
dope.
man.
Post
It's
loves
my
my
It's
dad.
my
thing."
thing, man. God forbid.
Yeah,
We were
he
on the
loves my
boat with
dad.
your dad, and we were talking Post Malone, and Mr. Fairweather's like, "Oh yeah, Post called me the other week. I gotta call him back."
No way.
Yeah, Post Malone like loved my dad. He like played beer pong on the fourth floor of the
That's
Greatest Bar
dope.
for like hours. He was there till like 3 a.m.
He was
Four
on
a.m.
the
It's,
Greatest Bar.
amazing.
it's hard not to love that man.
Even
That's
my dad,
awesome.
even my dad loves Post Malone.
Right.
Mhm.
But obviously, I had to give him a little chirp as well. Yeah.
God forbid.
That's awesome.
So
though.
I feel like your audience isn't gonna really know who Daniel is. I feel like you guys should do a little like quick interview style
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
who,
yeah.
Dude.
on
What's,
who Daniel Linger is.
before we get to that, what's
Yeah.
like the? I mean, I'm keeping 100 here. I've never listened to the podcast. What's
Yeah.
like the? What's the theme? What's the concept of
He's
it?
not hip yet. He's not hip.
I'm
yet.
not hip, but I don't listen. I don't have Instagram on my phone. I don't have any social media. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
on the internet.
Shout
I
out.
don't consume.
It's
I
a loaded
consume on
question.
Next. Okay.
It's a loaded question
All right.
because
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. I would say like I would say the theme of this podcast is to like make other people shine more than we do. I feel like that's what I want the
Yeah,
most
beautiful.
out of this pod.
Alright.
Like everyone that we have on, I want them to just like because I feel like everyone we have on here, I feel like just deserves to like have a voice because I feel like
Alright.
I fuck with
Yeah,
a lot
we'll
of
have
people.
anyone on.
I know a lot of great people, including you guys selves. So that's why I'm so glad to have you guys on.
Yes,
So I just
sir.
want to give people a chance to just like talk some good shit and like
Yeah.
happy shit and not like.
There it
Yeah.
is.
I think that like there's so much going on in the world and we don't take the time to like we never get to sit down and talk to anybody ever. So I feel like
Facts.
this is a good time to just like sit down, talk to people that like you don't normally get to talk
Yeah.
to and just like
Right.
catch up like
I like that. It's kind of like Bussin' with the Boys. You guys know that podcast?
bites in the back, baby.
Yeah, Bites in the
Yeah,
Back.
yeah.
It's Bussin' with
Yeah.
the Boys.
Just
Just,
chilling-
just chilling with the
bites in the
motherfucking boys.
Podcasts are
Facts.
cool because like think about how present we are in this conversation. Like I'm not
The
all of a
headsets
sudden
and
gonna
everything. Like you said when you had the
Yeah.
headset
Exactly.
on, it really locks
exactly.
you in.
Like,
I'm not gonna be checking Instagram during this conversation, you know?
Right.
Like it's cool too. And it's a way to connect people as well, which
Right.
is really awesome.
my
And
favorite
it's something
part,
to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like my favorite part is, and we always talk about it. It allows us to gain new perspective.
Oh yeah.
Like we're never gonna have a sit down conversation with anyone really like this style if it's not the podcast. So I think it's important to take advantage of that
Yeah.
and just gain that new perspective because the more perspective you gain, the more that you can take a step back and like take a little from everything.
more knowledge
a
you
little,
have.
a little from everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
having perspective is just like having more information, and having more information is the most important thing. Like
Exactly.
I actually just learned. So, have you guys heard of the game Werewolf?
No.
No.
It's a good game.
All right,
It's a
so
good
Werewolf
game.
is a great game. It's a fun game where essentially everyone's given a card. You're either a villager or you're a wolf. And if you're the wolf, that means, and there's only two wolves. If you're the wolf, that means you guys need to kill a villager, and then you guys win. If you're a villager, you need to kill the wolves to win. But the problem is,
It's brutal.
but
No one knows.
Well,
No one knows.
no one knows who the wolves are. No one knows who the wolves
Whoa.
are, but only the two wolves know who they are. So the whole point of the game before it even became a game was there was a German scientist that did this study that found out that an informed minority like the werewolves, since they have information, have an advantage over a unknowingly majority. So here's the thing: say there's five of us here. That means two of us would be the werewolf. So like you're trying. It's a game of deception. Who's who, right?
Yeah.
So that means if you and I are werewolves and the other three people aren't,
Yeah.
like since we know, we can be like, yeah, we saw Ty
Yeah.
kill someone, guys. It was Ty, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, okay, they saw him. So then, yeah. So it's like
yeah.
a mob mentality type of thing.
Interesting.
Where it's like if you're an informed minority, you can beat a
Are we gonna play?
uninformed.
I was gonna say maybe we need to run
I
that.
think we need 5 people exactly. I have the app.
Damn,
Funny
exactly
enough.
5
There's an app.
There's an app. There's an app.
for werewolves.
Let's go, baby. There's so many cards now. They have
Wow.
vampires, aliens. They have
Wow.
everything. So yeah, you usually play with like 5 or 6 people here. Like
I mean, maybe we
Where's
phone in.
Queenie at?
Let's phone in a friend and like get them to play digitally.
Where's your sister?
And look for
Queenie.
Yeah.
She's potentially upstairs. I'll
She's so
phone her.
cool.
Get her down.
I'll phone
Play a
her
little
down.
werewolf.
Yeah.
Are you liking your
Clever
Japanese
werewolf.
whiskey?
I'm loving my
It's so
Japanese
good,
whiskey.
isn't
Yeah, hey,
it?
can we
Yeah,
get
where'd you guys get
cheers
this
to,
from?
to you guys for the
No,
Japanese
Greenwood
whiskey?
Whiskey.
man. Greenwood
no
whiskey.
shit.
Greenwood
Wine and
Japanese
spirit.
whiskey.
Cheers.
It's like caramelized,
Shouts
and
to-
as the ice cube
Shouts
melts.
to Japan, baby.
Shout out Japan. I'd love to go there someday.
Damn,
Oh
that's
yeah, I was about to
crazy.
ask. Have you guys ever been?
No.
Dude,
It's on the list. We really
No,
want to
it's on the
go.
list.
I've
with my
never
brother.
been, but I know a few people who have gone,
Yeah.
and they all say that it's like super clean, like no trash,
Wow.
like relatively no poverty, like super
Yeah.
high tech, super advanced, like
Hey, you're on the
everyone.
pod right now.
Whoa. Yo, use the donkey.
Do you want to come down and play a game of werewolf on pod right now? We need exactly
I'm about
5.
to leave.
Queenie.
Ooh.
Queenie.
Who's down there?
It's me.
Who's down there?
Shannon Fairweather, her boyfriend Daniel,
Shout out.
the goats.
She hung up.
Oh, she's going out. She's going out. Okay,
Hey.
Hey,
Slay
How are you
Queenie.
doing,
hey,
Queen?
Hey,
I'm awesome. It's good to see you.
Slay Queenie. Slay Queenie.
You spit some facts down
Absolute
here.
vibe.
Well, not down here. Out there last time I came on the
She
pod.
spits facts
she
in
always
general.
does. She
Yeah.
always does.
Yeah.
Period. On period.
Are you
Oh, yeah.
still in
Yeah.
school?
Not right now, but I'm starting my master's program.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited actually.
What's it for?
Social work.
Okay.
Hey.
She's crushing it.
Job right now, and I'm kind of looking forward to like learning and being a feel at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Let's go, Queenie.
Let's go, Queenie.
Very cool. So you don't want to come play werewolf with us?
Apparently, there's aliens now.
Yeah, yeah. They just updated it. I just saw it.
If
I had
you
no
really
idea.
needed any more info to be inside,
Doesn't he look exactly like Ty?
Yeah.
Siblings
Twins.
are so crazy.
Twins. No, not really.
Siblings are wild.
It's twins.
No, no. We are
But
twins,
basically-
but like a few years apart.
Yeah. It's like me and Billy.
Who's older?
No, that is true too. And then my older sister, shout out Queen D.
Queen D. Shouts Queen D.
She is yet to be on pod. We gotta get her on pod. Amazing artist.
Amazing
Oh my
artist.
God, will blow you away.
Amazing
She like
artist.
paints and stuff, right? And like
And she
No.
makes T-shirts.
Not only does she paint at an exquisite level, she does every kind of art you could think of at a very high level.
wow.
It's wild. Like I can't explain it.
You're
Very
such a
creative,
you're
very
such a good
creative.
brother, like how you just like
No, no,
recognize them.
just- it's hard
You
not
have
to.
a good bro.
We want
It's
everyone to
hard not
shine.
to
He's a good
We want
bro.
everyone to shine. That's all it is.
You know, you're
No.
he's a sweet brother.
You guys
Yeah.
too good to me. You guys are good to me. Too good to me.
Too good.
Come on now. Come on now.
We're a squadron, us three.
Yeah.
I feel that
That's how it
threes.
goes.
Well, enjoy you guys. Thanks for having me.
Nice
All
to
right.
see you.
You as well.
You look awesome and
Make good
adorable.
decisions. Stay safe.
Make great decisions.
Stay great. Stay great.
Yeah.
Stay
great.
warm. Stay warm.
great.
It's cold out there today. It's cold.
It is winter
She's
for
wearing
sure.
It is February.
She looked like she looked like Bane. She had the Bane jacket on.
Yo, Daniel. Let me hear a Bane. I know you can rip one of
yeah,
them.
I was born in the dark.
Bane?
Yeah.
Or the Batman?
born
one?
in
You're the
dog.
voice actor. You know how to do it.
Give him an
Dude,
example
I
first.
don't even really know how he sounds.
Give him an example.
I can imitate.
It's like-
shit,
I got you. I'll look up a video.
pull up a video for me.
I got you.
Who just said I was born in the dark? Who was that?
Randy.
I'll give you a.
darkness.
I'll give you a Bane Bice in the back intro if I can get
Oh,
a.
dude, I found it.
Hey.
Hold
I need the sample real quick.
on.
Drop a sample.
Shout out to the Bice in the back. We got the best mics.
Bice.
Darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
All right, we have to act out that scene. Who's Batman and who's who's Batman?
Is the best
Bane-
podcast I've ever seen.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Job to protect the city.
Let me see if I can find a better one.
No free ads.
Fucking A.
Gotta get
No,
that.
we gotta get you on like an ad blocker or some shit, man.
Yeah.
They have those.
Whoa. Take it easy now.
Is this
Ads.
a Nike commercial?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Bro, the YouTube ads are some of the craziest shit.
Risque,
They,
yeah.
they can do anything. Man.
Anything.
You can do anything on YouTube.
You really can.
It's kind of great.
Bane sounds so old.
To the uninitiated, but we are initiated. Aren't we, Bruce?
Bruce.
Members of the League of Shadows.
He's so much more chill than I expected. The Bice in the back is one of the best podcasts.
That's why he's such a good villain, though.
Fantastic. I watch it every Sunday with my children. I love it.
Is that Sandra Bullock?
No, that was Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
As Catwoman.
League of Shadows.
I am the League of Shadows.
To me,
darkness.
these Batmans were so much more elite than the one we
No,
watched.
these are fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I love this shit.
The Batman with Pattinson was not.
Black.
You
That
like
ain't
that?
it.
I did.
I love
like
that
it.
one.
I
It was
like-
so
I like
good.
it.
All right, but
I thought it was
compare
great.
Randy.
Randy.
Compare it to
Compare
these.
to the Dark Knight in this one.
You can't.
All right, hold on.
Like,
hold on,
come
hold
on.
hold
This is a good
hold
movie.
hold
It's a
hold
Netflix
hold
movie
hold
and it
hold on.
shows.
It's a good movie, but it's
It's a Netflix
It's no
movie.
Christopher Nolan Dark
And it
Knight.
shows.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it real.
The reason why, listen, those movies are solidified for sure. The
But
Christian
hey,
Bale,
I like how you're
Christopher
showing
Nolan,
love. I like how you're showing
Those
love.
those trilogies are undisputed.
They're like 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yes.
10s out of 10s for sure. They're lightning in a bottle, and obviously, I think the actors themselves like portrayed that. Like that goes to show you that, like, of course, Christopher Nolan, fantastic director, writer, the script, everything was great, but the actors like fucking punched that through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Even more, obviously, Heath Ledger's Joker, as you can tell.
Rest
was-
in peace, Heath
That
Yeah.
was
Ledger.
like
insane.
So
that's the
iconic.
performance of literally a century.
Yeah.
Performance of a
I
century.
kind
like-
of want to rewatch that.
He
Yeah.
did it so well.
rewatch it.
I don't even want to talk about that.
I think the scene with him blowing
did
up the
it- yeah,
building
he did
was
it
he literally
so well.
he
improv.
acted himself to death.
I think
a lot
of it was-
R.I.P.
Yeah, I
That's
think
crazy.
Fly high.
I just think
Yeah.
a lot of his shit was improv, and that's
Amazing.
pretty fucking insane.
Because he
Yes.
literally
know, he
was
just
so
was that
committed to that
character.
character, right? Didn't he go like crazy?
He
Well,
like
he
kind
ended
of
up
he kind of
committing
drug
suicide,
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, he went crazy.
Yeah, and
He-
just playing that character.
Was
He
he
was-
method acting that
Yeah,
character?
pretty
and he
much.
Just like
Yeah, he
No,
locked
pretty
himself in
much
like a
what
room
happened.
for
He got
months
lost in it.
before. Just getting lost
Yeah.
in his mind, I guess.
Just got crazy. Like got that committed.
But
I feel like most actors that are really good like method act
They do
nowadays.
that.
That's why it's so important. Who are we method acting? You know, your life
Mm.
becomes who you method act.
That's a deep ass concept.
yeah, yeah,
That's pretty intense.
That was deep.
yeah.
It's
that
like,
was
do we
deep.
plug like the mental reprogramming software right now?
but
Yeah.
hold on.
Facts. We're
So
working
now-
on some mental reprogramming software.
Now I just got to
Goddamn
give
right.
props to the
Great skin.
Robert
Great
Pattinson one
skin.
because
you watch the thing for that.
I do think the Robert Pattinson one was very good and very detective and like noir type of.
Yeah, it was good. Definitely wasn't bad.
Another little suit's gonna get all full of blood. The
Mine
twins.
ears.
The twins.
Just one taps him.
I liked how fucked up this Batman was. He's
He
so
was-
vulnerable.
And
You
he
know
was
what I mean?
bumping
Yeah.
Nirvana all the time. I love Nirvana though, so I loved it. This is a great one.
Brent, I
take.
feel like you love a fight scene. Like you
Oh.
appreciate a good fight scene,
You need a good action scene in your movies all the
which
time.
is so Rango, right?
You need
My
it.
brother.
100%. I hear you're pretty yoked, Brandon. Is that true?
I try to stay
You
in
ain't
shape,
lying.
but not
You
like
ain't
this, dude.
lying.
Not like this, dude.
I hear you're just
Don't even
like,
do that, man.
disgusting.
Don't even
Like
do
Yeah,
that.
he's
Daniel
actually the
Radcliffe
next.
level
Yeah,
shredded.
he's actually the next Batman.
Yes.
Short King.
His nickname is Batman Suit because that's what he looks like normally.
Dude, imagine him just doing this in fucking Encore, just at what's that club there?
Memoir.
Memoir, yeah.
You're at Memoir
You're at
and you see
Memoir,
Batman beating the shit out of
Yeah,
somebody.
and you're just dancing.
Clubs are dark.
Mikey V's DJing
Yeah,
up there.
clubs can be dark places.
Oh shit!
God damn. That was kind of baller.
Hey, take it is.
Thank goodness.
Take it is.
The Penguin.
Have you guys seen Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
I have.
We're
Oh.
all- dude,
Yeah, what a
remember when he-
absurd movie.
Talk about a legendary movie.
Yeah, I know.
I love Nacho
Legendary.
Libre.
Take it easy.
That was one
Jack
of those
Black's
movies
iconic.
that gets
That's Jack
rated
Black,
like
right?
3
That's Jack
out of
Black.
10, but it's so good.
Oh my
Really?
God.
It got rated
Dude.
3 out of 10?
It probably
Jack
has like
Black,
Like a five.
icon.
five.
Jack
Yeah.
Black, icon. What's going on with
Oh,
him?
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I-
He's an
on
absolute icon.
IMDb.
Yeah.
IMDb Nacho Libre. What is it? Like
Yeah, I
maybe
need to know.
5.4.
Nacho, can you look that up?
I'd like to know.
Five, yeah.
Nacho Libre,
I'm on
IMDb.
highest 5.7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
I agree with that.
I'm
I
gonna
mean-
say it's 6.2.
I want to see what
I
Rotten
do say
Tomatoes
it's
does because
underrated.
Rotten Tomatoes sucks at rating this shit.
It's completely underrated. It's not even funny.
IMDb is a little more official though.
Audience score is
Wow.
a 55
What?
and the critical score is 40%. That is so cap.
That's
That is so
bad.
cap.
Come on.
It's such a shitty
That is-
movie,
that-
but it's so funny.
It's
But it's so
great.
amazing,
But it's
dude.
great.
It's so
It's
good
great.
I think
too.
the same guy that made this movie made Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna-
yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
It
Which is a
has those
great
exact
movie,
vibes.
but it's also a shitty
Which is also
movie
shitty, but
that they
great.
made for like 80 grand.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah.
but it's an icon.
But it's
a cult
also
following.
legendary. Like we still talk about it now. Like
Yeah.
Vote for Pedro, man.
literally
Vote for
20
Pedro.
years later.
All right, so Napoleon
Uncle
Dynamite is a
Rico.
74 and a 72. That's cap.
I'd rewatch that too.
Napoleon Dynamite's like a 10, dude. that is Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico, dude.
If this
It's
came
better
out
than The Dark
nowadays,
Knight.
it would be
It's better than The Dark Knight.
absolutely praised if it came out today.
Oh my
Dude.
God.
Have you guys seen Dune 1?
I love. What's up?
Dune 1.
Oh, yeah, I've
Are you
seen
excited for
Dune.
Dune 2?
I'm actually gonna see that because Chanley works at IMAX. Gonna fucking get us in.
Why?
To see it.
Why is wait early?
Yeah. We're gonna see it
Yes,
tomorrow.
sir.
I saw really.
Yeah. I'm hyped. It's gonna be sick.
That's
I saw
dope.
that's who we saw at the Thinking Cup the other day.
Chanley?
Really?
Yeah, I told him he looks good.
Was he with his shoddy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
And his parents,
he's
I think.
the best. He's the
Yeah.
fucking best.
I was telling Daniel, he's always been such a nice kid.
He's
Hey,
the
that's
fucking
Dogbot
best.
hats.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
Speaking of Dogbot hats, get your Bites in the Back merch on Dogbot hats right now.
You really
It's
should.
Ice in the Back
I was
shirt.
actually about to ask where I could purchase that. Believe it or not.
Dude,
Dogbot hats.
that is actually
No,
a
you
really
guys-
good
Sweet
hat.
hat.
You guys
The
don't need a
snapbacks.
purchase. Just
The-
check your mailboxes.
Hold on.
See,
Pull that up again.
see, Tyvek's the kind of friend I'm trying to have.
Just check your mailboxes, guys. I'm
It's-
dead
it's got, like,
serious.
the
Dude, the s-
trucker kind of feel to it.
Yeah,
yeah, the
the
trucker
snapback.
hat.
I'll
Dude,
fuck with the
very
trucker.
high quality.
The trucker
Would recommend.
snapback hat
Yeah.
is sick.
You guys are
I'm-
really going to see Dune tomorrow
Yeah.
You can
Well, I
wear
don't know if
that.
Ty's
money.
going, but I'm
You
going.
can wear
in
that.
IMAX.
IMAX at Jordan's.
You
It's
can
gonna
wear
be
that
sick.
anywhere.
I want to say, can I come? But I also know I want to see it with my brother Daniel too.
If you texted Adam Chanley right now and said, "Hey, I want to get tickets to see Dune,"
Yeah.
he will give them to you for free.
shut the front door.
He's the best human
Yes.
being. He's
He's
the best human
goated.
being. He ran into Mike Hack one time,
And tell him the
And-
Bice sent you.
and Hack was like, because he was in Jordan's going to get a couch, and he was like, "Dude, use my discount because I work here, and get yourself a couch." And he said he used his discount.
Really?
Chanley is literally the nice human.
No,
being.
he just has
that's
that
like
energy,
that's
too.
a deep discount too.
Yeah.
You get like a
Dude.
$3,000-$4,000
No,
couch.
no, you're saving.
Can
You're
we
saving
call
G's.
him?
You're saving G's.
What time are you
Jeez.
going tomorrow?
7 o'clock.
Would you rip fucking Dune? Excuse my language. Would you rip Dune tomorrow?
Yeah, you really gotta excuse your fucking language on this podcast.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
This is
Would
the Bice
you-
in the
This has
back.
been the
Come
most
on.
vulgar
This is a family
podcast.
fucking show, Shannon.
I'm trying to tone down the swearing. It's a
All right,
goal
my
of
bad, my
mine.
bad.
No,
No,
I don't care what you guys do.
No,
We
my
respect
New
it.
Year's resolution
We
is
respect
always.
it.
Like,
I think it adds
speak proper.
nothing to a
And-
conversation for me. And I used to swear all the time. And I used to watch Gary Vee videos, and Gary Vee would be like, I fucking swear all the time, and you know what? This is how I talk. So you know what? If someone doesn't like that and they don't like me, then so be it. But to me, swearing,
enough.
no one.
Gary
There's
Vee's
a time and
nerd.
place.
I
Time
don't
and
like.
place.
I don't like the feeling of swearing, and a little kid walks by, and I'm like, like it doesn't make me feel
You
good
know what?
necessarily.
Yeah.
That kid needs to hear the swear.
Yeah.
Fuck
He
that
needs to
kid.
hear it. So he gets off his ass
See, I know.
and he starts building the business and he gets on TikTok and he starts making something out. I don't care if he's 5. I do not care if he's 5. He should be working. He's got all the time. He's got all the energy. That kid needs to build a business now. Dude. He could be on Twitch. He could play Fortnite. He just needs to have a following while he does it.
That is Gary V.
I can't get my focus off of wanting to see
Oh
Dune
my
at
God.
IMAX tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I just love the voice acting right now. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it's
no,
addicting,
Dude,
man. So
we need to
addicting.
make a cartoon.
Yeah.
We need to make. How do we?
Oh,
Where do we
facts.
start, dude?
We're
Oh,
definitely
you want to know how we start?
animate
You
a
want to know how we
voice.
start? We make a boatload of money.
Bro,
That's
my-
how we start.
I told this to
So we
Shannon
can
when
do
I was like,
anything.
Yeah.
legit
Tell
when we
me.
first started dating.
Boatload of money.
Boys in the boys in the boys in the. So I told this to Shannon when I was maybe 22. She was maybe
Yeah.
20. I was like, hey, here's my plan.
We've been together
I'm
a
gonna
long
get
time.
super, super rich in my 20s and
Yeah.
early 30s,
Yes, you are.
and then we're doing well right now. I'm stoked. And
Goddamn right.
we're not where
Let's go.
we're not where
Yeah.
we want to be. Well, I mean, we are.
Never.
But
We
we're
are.
not at the
You
goal.
are, but you're never.
But we're vibing.
You're right where you have to be.
And I'm like,
Right where you're supposed to be.
I'm
We're
gonna
blessed.
get super, super wealthy,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be like early 30s. I'm gonna have all the money that I could ever really ask for. And then at that point, I'm just gonna start fucking around, making music, making movies, doing cartoons, and then we're really just gonna take the
That's the
universe for a
best.
ride. You know
That's
what I
the
mean?
best.
Mm.
The
That's
world
been
is
the-
yours.
bro.
It's
The
been
world is
vision.
yours, Shannon. The world is yours. How does that
Absolutely. That the fact that the world is mine.
feel? Yeah. The
I
world's
think
yours.
it's a beautiful thing. I think it can be something that can seem a bit overwhelming at times, though, and it's kind of like, okay, cool, but where do I actually start with that? Like, how do I actually make things
How do I
happen?
begin?
And that's kind
Yeah.
of been something Daniel and I have been very passionate about, is helping people actually take actions on making the world theirs, because you
Hell
actually
yeah.
can. But
There's
it's
enough for everyone to eat. There's enough for
No
everyone.
doubt.
To eat.
There's literally abundance.
It's
More than
legit
enough. More than
infinite.
enough.
It's
yeah,
infinite.
infinite.
there's plenty of money.
Infinite,
There's plenty of
bro.
time. There's plenty
It's
of
all
arts.
fake.
It's
It's
all
all
it's all service.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
provide some kind of service, you're gonna make money. There's no like piece of the pie. That's a
Yeah,
whole
there's
other
no secret.
conversation.
No, there's no
Yeah.
secret recipe. You're right. You have to offer
Yeah.
something that people are willing to pay for.
100%.
It could be anything.
Have
Yeah.
to.
That's why, like, this is a good topic. The OnlyFans topic. Everyone's
Oh,
so
interesting.
Oh, no.
everyone's so
Oh,
pressed about
God.
OnlyFans, but like, dude, if you have the chance to make money like that, why would you
Get
say
your
no?
bag. Get your
Yeah.
But, like,
bag.
here's the thing. Of course,
God
there's
forbid.
there's other reasons that go into it, but like me working in a trench on Monday, like I would do
In-
OnlyFans.
in the
You know what I
trenches.
mean?
Yeah.
In the
I'm gonna
trenches.
be working in a trench on Monday. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I would rather be.
Is
doing
this your way of saying like you're starting the OnlyFans?
No.
and, like,
yeah,
Check it
Yeah,
out,
subscribe,
guys.
subscribe.
OnlyFans. Bites in the
No.
back.
At Batman
But-
suit, Batman suit, Brandon. Ab pictures every Monday.
You probably could if you like
Yep.
if you market it
I mean,
correctly. Got some like
realistically-
short form content out there talking about it.
Realistically, anybody could do OnlyFans, but if I were a girl, I would 100% have an OnlyFans. I would do
Interesting.
it. I would 100% do it. I would do it.
All
Interesting.
right.
I would do
So if you're now, since you're a guy, what are you gonna do?
Good question. Good question. Since you're
I'm
not
gonna
a girl,
I'm gonna voice act with Daniel, and we're gonna be the new Rick and Morty.
Facts, bro. Dude,
I don't know shit, Rick. I never go to high school.
they kind of like, dude. I mean, Royland's out, bro. Royland's out.
facts.
So I mean,
when,
there's
when you were talking about Daniel Radcliffe being drunk
Canceled.
on the set, I just saw a video of the guy that played Rick and Morty would be drunk as fuck to play drunk Rick.
absolutely. Dude, I was
Hey.
legit thinking like, if I did voice acting,
He must do so much.
There will be a period of life where I have a borderline drinking problem.
Yeah.
because it will serve some kind of purpose. I won't be doing it just
It's
to
making you
fucking do
bread.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But it'll be
Yeah.
some kind of like there's something funny about
Yeah,
the way that alcohol channels energy. You know what I
totally.
mean?
Yeah,
It's true.
Alcohol serves a purpose.
Anything that alters your consciousness definitely like changes the way you act or think.
Daniel and I have come up with some great ideas with some alcohol, like some
I have.
really,
Let's hear them.
really
Let's
good
hear
ideas.
them.
Well, when we first started dating, we would spend a lot of time just traveling, just me and him, or like just going on like weekend trips, just me and him, and we really kind of created this very unique world between the two of us.
Let's go.
For the first like 3 years of us dating, where like we would do New Year's Eve, just me and him, like at
Dope, dope.
at the Encore, or we'd go to Florida and stay at the W and like lay by the pool and have pina coladas and just like talk
times.
and
Great
just
times.
talk
That's dope.
and
That's
like
dope.
and like mastermind and like talk about a lot of things that we're doing today in a lot of senses, and just like really big vision goals and dreams and just ideas. And what alcohol can do is it can fade the parts of yourself that are stressed out or and obviously it's needs to be done in a balanced way, but
Yep,
alcohol
yep.
can just kind of tone things down a lot. You know, like we've gone to Disney World and had a good amount of alcohol and like come up with some really cool ideas. And when you're so in your day-to-day life, and obviously some people can't drink, you know, so I don't want to promote unhealthy levels of drinking. You got to know yourself. You got to know yourself.
Know yourself.
But sometimes when you're so in your day-to-day life, repeating the same things every single day, the alcohol allows you to live from like a different perception where maybe stress is creating the majority of your perception a lot of the time because you're so stressed. So everything you're looking at is always stress. If you have a drink or two and you can calm down a little bit, it's almost
You
that
can
new
shatter
perception.
the mirrors. You know, the
Yes.
mirrors are reflecting back a shitty world
Right.
to you. Some kind of substance. I mean, it can be different for every people. It doesn't have to be a substance either. It can be an experience, a trip. You know, go to a different country, state, city, whatever. It can shatter that mirror, and then you kind of sober up from that, and you build yourself a new mirror, and your perception's different. It's a very powerful thing. It's not something to overlook.
I've never really thought of alcohol
Perspective
like that.
is super important. Yeah.
We're very, very intentional people. Very, very intentional people. Like, we're not going to drink to
just for the sake
tap
of it.
out, to like tap out of reality. We're not going to drink to numb ourselves, but like we'll drink to like ease into a conversation with like two people that we really love, right? Like, or I'll have a drink when I go out to dinner with like my brother and I'm about to go to a concert. Like,
Hell yeah.
really being intentional with everything that we do, like coffee.
I thought long and hard
That's smart.
before we bought this bottle of whiskey. I was like, do I want to do it? And I was like, nah. And then we were driving over here. I was like, I didn't have my ID, so I realized like I don't want to get this because I don't have my fucking ID on me. I was like, yo, Shannon, can you just go pick up some whiskey? I was like, it's gonna be great because I want to just be in the moment with you guys. And,
I love that. No,
you know what I mean?
It's so
That's
kind of
very
you guys. Thank
intentional.
you.
Yeah. No, of course. And something else alcohol really serves really well is like when you haven't seen people in a while, or you're in a new location, or you're in just something that you're not entirely used to, like a drink or two can really just like melt you into the situation. Like we always say when we travel, because traveling's awesome, right? But it's very romanticized online. When you actually travel, it can be stressful,
It's
and it can be
tough.
scary,
It's
and it can
tough.
be difficult and uncomfortable, and like you don't have everything that you're used to having, and you don't know where you are, and sometimes you don't feel as safe as you're used to. And so sometimes just like going into the city and having a drink or two can be something that really like melts you into the location of it.
I love that.
You know
Yeah.
what's interesting too is
Nightlife.
very, very moderate drinkers live much longer than non-drinkers.
It's probably a stress thing.
It's a stress thing, but it also increases your ability, your insulin resistance. It increases your ability to process sugars.
Interesting.
So there's so many studies done. So the whole like, I don't. When someone says they don't drink, I'm not going to judge, but I just assume that you can't handle alcohol.
Yeah.
And I hear dudes that, I don't drink, yada yada yada. In my head, if I'm being honest, I'm like, bro, that's some pussy shit. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean?
You gotta
don't-
be
I was
careful with
I was
that,
like-
you know?
I was like, dude, you can't have one single drink. You
Mental
know what
midget.
I mean? Like you
Mental
can't.
midget.
I mean, you got to be careful, but at the same time, like, bro, you can't. You tell because often the answer is that if I have one drink, bro, I just go crazy.
Some people don't have self-restraint, and at least they know
that's true.
themselves enough to know they don't have that self-restraint. I understand how you have your perception on that could be quote unquote pussy shit, but
I'm joking around, but at the same time, like,
well, there's a deeper meaning to what you're
you mean.
saying. There's a deeper meaning to what you're saying.
100%,
For
There
sure.
is.
100%.
Yeah, like
I think it's a very powerful.
it's kind of like people who can't quit a vape.
Yeah, it's a
Do
power.
either of you guys vape?
I don't vape. No.
No, ma'am.
I
no,
knew you didn't.
Fuck
No
the vape.
Nick guy. I'm not a Nick guy. You know.
Adult pacifier, man.
Yeah.
But there's a powerful thing. There's a lot of personal power that comes with being able to do anything and then just putting it down and having that personal power and say,
That's
I'll have
important.
one drink. I don't smoke cigarettes. I've had maybe 2 puffs of cigarettes ever. And they were both in Italy, where everyone's where you just want a
That's the
cigarette when
culture.
you're in
You just
Europe,
want
man.
one.
I don't know what it is, but you're like you'll wake up and you're like, fuck, I want a cigarette right now.
There's something about being in Europe.
100%.
But again, to like speak to that point of like, oh yeah, you want to be able to do anything and be able to put it down. Like there's like heroin out there that obviously you don't want to.
You don't need to try everything.
Yeah.
but most things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a fine line. It's a fine
Yeah.
line.
It's fine line with everything.
Fine line with everything.
Just in a recorded format, I always like to clarify certain things.
Look, I say it's some pussy
Intentionally,
shit
safely.
if you can't have
Yeah.
like a single sip of alcohol. If you know yourself,
Yeah.
you need. I talk about this all the time on social
Yeah.
media. Like, because you can take a little clip of me being like, oh, Daniel said I'm a pussy if I don't drink. No, bro, if you know yourself well enough that you should not drink alcohol, you say, no, Daniel, you're a fucking moron. I don't
Totally.
drink alcohol.
Yo.
That's your
That's good
fucking
to know.
responsibility.
This-
This is my perspective.
Yep.
And if
Yep.
you're here having a conversation with me, I'll share it with you.
Yep.
And then if it resonates, you're like, oh, shit, man, you know, I've had this limiting belief where
Yeah.
like I'm really holding myself back with X, Y, Z. Great. If it doesn't resonate, tell me to fuck off.
This is
I
one of
still
the
take no
biggest-
Yes,
offense.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
This is
important.
one of the biggest keys of life
Freedom
ever.
of
Like
speech.
literally, if you never ever want to feel offended ever again, or ever want to really literally get in any conflict in your life again, if you say something to someone or someone says something to me and it hurts my feelings, it makes me feel some type of way, I get offended, I feel like they should be canceled, whatever it is. If someone offends me, that means deep down in my own belief, I believe what they're saying in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah.
If someone comes up to me and they're like, I always use this example because I'm always like, I'm a lanky motherfucker. If someone comes up to me like, Shannon, you're really fat, like you're super fat, I'm gonna be like, okay, like, right, like
Right.
yeah, I'm huge, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm a giraffe-shaped female, you know. I'm not fat. But if someone says something to me that I am insecure about and it hurts my feelings, that's all it's highlighting. That's all it's highlighting. And there's a
Yeah, what
practice in
triggers
the
you?
there's a practice in the spiritual realm of how everything is God in form. Like everything is God in form. Like this table is God in form. And like when everyone we experience is also God in form. So if someone says something to me that bothers me, that creates some irritation inside of me, that person's highlighting that for me so that I can look into that, so I can build confidence upon that. Okay, someone's called me broke and I feel insecure about that. Okay, well maybe I should look inward and like, okay, why do I feel insecure about this? Maybe this is a part of my life I need to grow on. So to go off of Daniel's point, if Daniel says, oh, if you don't drink, you're a pussy, and that like you feel insulted by that, you probably believe that on some level.
You're probably a pussy.
You can
Yeah.
you can only be offended by what you believe.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
Like, if that really does offend you, then you're probably in some way, shape, or form
Feel
thinking
a type
like,
of way.
Yeah.
man, like
Yeah.
you know what? Like I'm antisocial.
Yep.
I'm boring as fuck at parties or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
you feel like you get triggered
Yeah.
by me saying that or whatever.
Yeah.
Where if you're really confident, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
Yeah,
Like,
and we-
like,
I'm actually
Confidence
cool
is
because
key.
I don't.
Yeah.
We talked about how confidence is key. Talk
Right.
about
If
that.
someone
Yeah.
if someone offends you by any comment, like same thing with you're saying, but they're controlling you.
Totally.
Basically, like you know what I mean? Like
they're controlling
they're
your inner world.
controlling your emotions and
Yep.
how you feel, and it's like, don't let that happen.
Exactly.
Try not to let that
Exactly.
happen. 'Cause
Exactly.
it's
Form
just
a better
not it.
relationship with your inner world.
Yeah.
And this doesn't
Yeah.
mean, everyone should walk around being assholes, but like we grew up in a very interesting generation where there became this big emphasis on like everyone being kind to each other and everyone being nice to each other and everyone being super sensitive around each other. And then like cancel culture came around as well. And it kind of put an emphasis more on don't trigger people rather than what do your triggers actually mean about you, right? So we're not
yeah.
teaching people how to feel more confident or how to feel more secure in themselves or how to deal with the parts of themselves that they are insecure about. We're teaching everyone to put band-aids on how they actually feel and to censor themselves. So don't trigger
that's not-
anyone because you might make someone
Yeah,
feel
facts.
sad.
That's not the way it should be.
Yeah.
It's the minority,
Yeah.
the vocal minority
Yeah.
that
Yo,
always.
I have a question for you
Tell me
about
about the
this.
question, yeah.
Because you went through a major fitness transformation in high school.
Shout out
Sure,
Josh.
sure,
You
sure.
And
know,
tell
you
me-
know Josh
Batman
Peck?
suit Brandon, man.
You know Josh Peck?
Yeah. Drake
That's
and
him.
Josh.
His same life story.
Really?
Something like that.
So,
something like that.
so this is
Really?
important. Tell me that if people, because I'm sure you got fucking picked on for looking like Josh Peck when you were younger in
For
high school.
sure.
It probably wasn't the easiest thing. If people didn't push you in that kind of way, you might not have ever had the transformation journey that you had.
Yeah, no, Ty and I have talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
Where I do think about like sometimes like things happen to you and you're like, oh, I wish like I go back in time and change these things and all this shit. But then it's like, if I got rid of those things, I wouldn't be me.
Who you are.
I wouldn't be who I
Who
am.
you are. Exactly.
So it's like if I
give it
wish
up
away
for
those
that.
things, I'd be a completely different person.
Exactly.
And who knows what that person
Yeah.
would be like. So it's like we say like you're right where you're supposed to be.
Totally.
And I feel that
Yeah.
like
totally.
yeah, definitely. Like, kids are cruel. Kids are gonna bully.
Yeah.
It's part of it. And yeah, if no one
Yeah.
told me that, I was in a bad spot, then I wouldn't have like done something about it, I guess.
Here's the thing:
So-
kids are cruel, but kids are also honest.
Honest.
They're
Yeah.
honest. They haven't been taught to
Honest.
filter. They haven't been taught to censor themselves. And like, if a kid's uncomfortable and another kid's making them uncomfortable, they're gonna be like, "Get away from me," or like, "I don't want to be around you," or like, "No, you can't come to my birthday party," or whatever it is, right? But then we grew
And
up.
that's how you learn.
Yeah, and we grew up in this generation where like everyone needed to be nice to everyone, but like that also creates weird perceptions of boundaries too, right?
But we
'Cause,
also
like,
did grow up in an era with social media where
Totally.
people were like now cyberbullying. So
Yeah.
this whole new level
Yeah.
of fucking insane
Yeah,
shit
all
goes
of
on.
it.
So that's the thing is like
Absurd, man.
the more we evolve, the more we
everything just gets more extreme.
everything just
Yeah.
gets more extreme.
Yeah.
But naturally, things can be more difficult, but there's also so much more opportunity as well. So it's just like
Exactly.
how you see
How
it.
do you take
know?
advantage of the system
How
at
do you
hand?
see it? You know, and I've done the whole like I've gotten like the cyber bullied as a kid, but then also
Yeah.
like gotten torn apart on the internet as well with like content I've put out in the past too, and it's just
Happens
like
to
part of the
everyone.
game.
Yeah,
It's part of the game.
Hey.
And if people are saying things to you and you feel insecure about it, you're believing it.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's a great example because you bring
Yeah.
up. So I'm gonna tell a quick story. You bring up the. So
Yeah.
Shannon posted a piece of content about maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah, like 2 years.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it went super viral,
Yeah.
and it was talking about like being the most. It was like the most productive day ever in Boston as entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Shannon was playing around with hooks,
Yes.
just trying to see what would make people tick. And the
Yeah.
video was her like up at the pool at the Hub 50 house, like
Yeah.
journaling, then doing some
Coffee
yoga,
shop.
meditate, having like the most relaxed fucking
Yeah.
day ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the hook was like the most productive day ever as
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. So the internet just feasted on
Yeah.
that, right?
And it's funny because like it totally was the
Feasted.
wrong word to use, but
It
like
was.
when you're just making a bunch of content, you're like, okay, let me throw a quick hook on there, but then everyone takes
Yeah.
it.
But it worked.
And
worked.
yeah,
It went
worked.
viral.
It worked.
Yeah.
It went viral.
And
Publicity's publicity.
I gained a ton of followers from it, but it was really
Yes.
interesting because I was like, and I was more insecure at this time, but also, so I did ayahuasca like
Shout
close
out.
to
Shout
3
out.
Shout out
years
Mother
ago.
Raya.
Shout out
And,
Mother
The
Raya.
girl.
Yeah, that was the deepest that experience changed my entire life forever. And when I experienced that, I went so deep into just like the deepest truth of existence. And it's like that's the simplest way I could say it, but it's as if I downloaded every truth of our existence deep in my core, that like when I go through difficult experiences now, although I'm not living fully in that truth because I'm a human again and I have my ego and I have my limiting beliefs that I'm still working through and my karma and all these other things and my emotions, but deep down, because with neuroplasticity, when you experience something, your brain it literally changes when you experience something new, when new parts of your brain light up. So when you come back after those experiences, this could be travel, this could be alcohol, whatever it is, your brain still remembers what it feels like. So when I get hated on the internet, or I'm going through something difficult, or when me and Daniel get in a fight, whatever it is, like whatever I'm going through that's difficult, deep down, I know it's happening for me, and I know it's happening for my growth, and I know how deeply that everything around me is literally perfect as it is, as it's supposed to be for me. And Daniel and I have been getting like really deep into just how our mind works in the past 2 months or so, and paying attention to perception of things and like how we can choose our perception. And Daniel's heard me say this quote probably 100 times in the past 2 weeks.
Damn good quote. I already know what's about to be.
Yeah, but 95% of our reality that we experience, 95% of the choices we make come from our subconscious mind.
Let that shit sink in.
Yeah.
95% of what you do.
Of
that
what you
means
say,
in an
of what you
hour.
do. Yes.
That means in an hour, basically like
55 minutes.
55 minutes.
Yeah.
how you react, how you wake up, how you spend your day, how you work, who you surround yourself with, how much you drink. Like, know people who drink too much and they're like, I drink too much and I just don't know why. I just drink too much. It's because of that programming, because they're not actually making those decisive choices.
It's the coding.
Because you're programmed to get
Course
blackout.
correction.
Yes,
I had a buddy in
exactly.
my frat in college.
Yeah.
Like every fucking weekend, he'd get like legit
Yeah.
blackout. Some people say like, "Oh, I got black." You remember this dude would like wake up in a
Blasted.
hallway,
Yeah.
like would not remember anything.
So
Every fucking weekend, because he was just
Yeah.
programmed to do that time after time after time, because people gave him attention.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, look how
Rewarded for
look how
it.
fucked up
Yeah.
Mike is." Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so funny.
And
Yep.
and this
Yep.
95%,
Horrible
it can sound almost scary and limiting, because you're like, oh well, looks like my program is just who I am. Because no, we still have that 5%. We still have that 5%, and you can utilize that 5% to program that
Do better things.
95% differently. So
Yeah.
you can consciously reprogram yourself to believe different things. And this is what Bob Proctor's all about. This is what the law of attraction's all about. This is what the secret's all about. This is like what every successful person is passionate about and knows. Like, this is the secret to success, is that you need to believe that you are going to achieve the things that you want, and in fact that you are already the person who can and will achieve those things.
Because what happens is that you then have the thought patterns
Yes.
of that person, and you start subconsciously acting as that person
and making those choices.
and you're no longer the same person you are here and
You
now.
start method acting as that
Exactly.
as the person who's going to be a billionaire, the person who's going to make the movies, the person
Who
who's going
is
to
a
have
billionaire.
who's
Heath-
going
Yeah.
If
exactly.
Heath Ledger can method act his way into like insanity, God
Exactly.
rest his soul.
Yes.
Think of what you can method
can
act
do.
your way into in a positive
Exactly.
way.
And people don't recognize
It's
the power that they
It's
have.
the same energy.
And
It is powerful. You're right.
people also stay the same so deeply that they keep reaffirming every single day who they are. So every day goes by and they do the same exact things, and there takes a certain level of delusional confidence
Yes.
in what you want first, and you need to be delusional about it. You need to
Yeah.
be delusional, because you're right now, when you're first starting out, your reality shows no signs
Yeah.
of it's possible. You know, you don't have it in your bank account, you don't have the
dream.
followers, you don't have the opportunities, you don't have the fans, you don't have the fulfillment of it, you don't have your own music all
You
over
got
the
nothing.
walls. You have nothing to prove
got
to
nothing.
yourself physically that this is who you are. All you have is the constant reminders of who you already are. You have your friends, and you have your parents, and you have your bedroom, and you have your routines, and you have your job, and you have your phone, and all these things constantly remind you of who you are right now, which is not who exactly you want to be sometimes.
Hey.
Yes, thank you to the live crowd. Give it up for
But
that.
once you are delusional and you practice this, and Daniel and I have been practicing this for the 2 months, like really deeply, and this is what our company PAL, which stands for Personalized Automated Learning, it's launching in like a week,
Let's
is
go.
all about. Because you can take this 5%, and all that means is you take some time to go into your subconscious mind. So you can get into a meditative state, you can read affirmations, but when you practice believing to your core that you are achieving the things that you want to achieve, the delusional confidence that I'm talking about, and most of the time the issue is people just don't even know what they want.
Right.
People don't even know
Yeah.
what they want to
Right.
achieve, so never mind believing that they can do it. They don't even know what it is.
Yeah, no idea.
So you know what you want to do, and then you can believe it, and then you're delusional for a little bit. But
Then it
the-
comes
the
to
mo-
flourishing.
the moment we're experiencing right now, is perfect vibrational match for what our bodies are vibrating. And our beliefs and our emotions, our vibrational charge, our aura, our energy attracts everything to us. Like energy attracts like energy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you have this delusional confidence, you are vibrating.
Attracting other delusional people.
You exactly.
Hell yeah.
But you are attracting opportunities.
Right, no,
You're
no.
attracting
I was kidding.
ideas. You're
You're gonna
attracting
attract
lifestyles.
like-minded
You're
people.
attracting habits
Yes.
that are on the same frequency
Yes.
of the mindset that you have.
Yes.
And like this is science. This
Yeah,
isn't
no,
some woo-woo
100%.
nonsense.
No,
like
you-
this
is
matches
entropy.
this. Yes, exactly.
This is
It's
entropic.
every level. It's religious. It's spiritual. It's science. It's math. It's music. It's all the things.
Yes.
It
All
is all the
combined.
things. And you're delusional at first, but then life starts to match you, and you start to get the opportunities, and you start to get the results, and then you're on fire
then
because
you start
now
to
your life is
believe.
showing you.
Yes.
And then life is showing you what you can do. And it's funny because part of the reason why I love doing podcasts and talking about this stuff is I know someday, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, people will see me talking about this stuff, and I'll be wherever I'll be doing the amazing things that I'm doing. And they'll be
Shouts.
like, this is what matters. This is what matters. There's a great quote from there's a tweet from Ed Sheeran, and like it was like 15 years ago or something, and he was like, I know I'm not much right now, but you guys just wait. Like I'm cooking on some stuff or something like that. I'm working on some stuff.
Yes,
like Ed
sir.
Sheeran, like you believe who you want to be first.
That's
and
most
then-
important.
And then the results come. And once you get some results, once you get just a little proof of like, oh,
Momentum,
this is who I
yeah.
am, then you get that feedback. So it feeds
Yes.
that personality, that belief, that identity of who you are. So it's no longer delusional because now You have some
momentum.
results with it.
It's
I think
legit.
momentum is one of the most powerful things
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah,
For
sure.
a lot of people,
Old Mo, they call him.
Old Mo. Most people don't work enough or believe in themselves to ever meet face to face with Old Mo.
You need
Yeah.
Old Mo. Yo, that's so true, though.
People just get so discouraged by a little bit of failure, a little bit of judgment, or
Oh my God, we were just talking
Yeah.
about this. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
So we were just on
it's
someone's
nice
podcast.
to see him get so enthusiastic. I like
Yes.
that.
We were just talking about this on a podcast
Yeah.
about we were on Rich Level. Shouts Rich Levels.
Yeah, shout out to Rich.
We were talking about how. Wait, bring it up one more time. What were you talking about? I'm sorry, I lost my
People
track of mind.
experience a little bit of judgment or a little bit of failure, and they
yes,
quit.
yes.
They
We were
quit.
talking about rejection.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
heavy rejection and how like I was saying how like we just said earlier how confidence is super key.
Yeah.
And everything because confidence is really just knowledge and.
Yeah.
When you know about something, you're confident about it.
Mm-hmm.
When you say you're taking a test, you know the answer. Knowingly I'm going to circle A. But if you're not like too sure of yourself, then you're like maybe A, like tentative.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not really full. You're not all in. It's like in fighting UFC. Like you don't go for the takedown unless you're fucking all in. Know that you're confident because if you're hesitatingly taking
Yep.
the takedown, you're gonna get kneed in the face and you're gonna die.
Yep.
It's like these things in life. Like if you're gonna fucking jump. Like,
Yep.
Be confident. And I feel like we let people just get in your face and
Yeah.
when they reject you or make you feel a type of way that kills your fucking confidence. Now you're tentative. Now you're like, oh, I don't know about making this next step because last time someone told me I was no good.
Yep.
And am I no good?
Yeah.
And then you start to think like, well, what if they're right?
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
you know,
said earlier, how you may believe it if someone tells you because you don't know.
Exactly. And that's where getting to know yourself is literally the
So
best
important.
thing that you can do. Because if you know yourself and you know you're a good person and you know that you're talented, you know that you're beautiful, and you know that
Exactly.
you are fun and lovable and worthy and everything and literally God, because
Nothing
we are
can
literally
take you
all
over.
God.
Yeah.
Then somebody else telling you that you're weird for posting on social media or you're stupid for starting a podcast or your music sucks or your art is no good or your business is going to fail. Guess what? That's just how they talk to themselves. So like
Yeah.
let them project
Yeah.
that. That's all it
Hurt
is.
people. Hurt
They can
people.
have
Yeah.
that. They can have that.
Everyone treats others exactly how they treat themselves. Exactly.
you know who's a great example of confidence? So Brandon's got some tunes going on over here, and it makes me remember Drake.
Shouts.
Drake has some of the softest lines in
For sure.
hip hop history.
For sure.
But there's always the thing is it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That man says
Sometimes.
some of the
Bars.
softest shit, but he says it with so much confidence that dudes who would be like, "Yo, that's so
That's
soft."
sus,
They're like, "Damn, bro, Drake's spitting some facts right now."
Yeah. I love Drake.
Because he
Drake.
says it with so much
Marvin's
authenticity.
Room.
I was just about to say,
my
like,
God.
Marvin's Room, like,
What's going
dude, I
on?
do have some girls on my old phone. I should just call one and go home. Like,
Yeah.
bro, this dude's spitting some fucking facts.
This dude's supposed to be the hardest dude in town.
Hottest new rapper, Drake. Cups of the rose.
That was so good. That was so good.
He says it, he's so damn confident, you can't deny
No,
it, bro.
you're so right. The song "Miss Me."
The baddest.
I just hope that you
Dude.
miss me a little when I'm gone.
Bro, one of his new ones is like, got me feeling like I'm bi because you're just one of the guys. No one else could do that, bro.
It's bad. That's a
no
bad
one else
line.
could do
That's a
that.
tough line.
But you
Yeah.
hear Drake
That's a
saying, you're like,
tough line.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, my
Yeah.
girl's
Yeah.
like, I'm tight with my girl like that.
Oh my God. No one else can. That's so
Oh,
true, bro. No one's doing
It's so
that.
funny though because he's the hottest fucking artist. He's the
Yeah.
hottest selling
He is.
artist.
Yeah.
People say he's the GOAT and like, dude,
He's so good.
I got to give to him. He has made fantastic music and he has garnered such like a. He's on Taylor Swift level of fame.
I was just about to say Taylor Swift is another great example of that.
Yeah.
All her career, you're not
Soft.
like you're
She's
not
unhinged.
You're not beautiful enough. You're not country enough. You're not
Yeah.
a good enough singer.
Yeah.
Billionaire,
billionaire.
Like
fucking
multiple,
crushing it.
yeah.
Winning.
winning,
Trillionaire.
destroying everybody.
Yeah.
Trash her PJ whenever she wants.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Oh
mad
my
about
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
The emissions.
Yeah.
The emissions.
Yeah.
dude. Fuck.
Yeah, because
Yep.
that speaks on target audience right there.
Oh,
you know,
man.
you do have to align with your target audience because they're the one that are putting the money in your bank
For
account.
sure.
Yeah.
At the end of
Yeah.
the day, though, it really is just being so damn convinced that what you're doing is
Yeah.
the right thing,
Yeah.
is the shit,
is something that people are going to resonate with. And if you really believe it, it's your belief in that that makes the things happen. And it's what makes other people be like, fuck yeah.
Law of entropy.
Hell yeah.
I love when I get offended now, or when someone upsets me, because I'm like, okay, good, thank you for highlighting that for me. Like I gotta work that out. You gotta move past that. Yeah, and you really can, because someone brings it up to you, and you're like, oh wait, like sometimes the beliefs we have, like that's not even how we actually feel. Like when you really think about it, you know, it's just programming.
It's not what I meant.
Yeah. Like or like someone says, like makes you feel not good enough or not beautiful enough, and then you're like, wait, like I actually really think I am. Like it's weird because our responses are so tied to, are we enough? Are we lovable? Because we want to feel accepted by society.
Yeah, you're like, can I do more?
We want
to
feel cared for. But it's funny because so often we'll react in a certain way, but then when you really think about it, you're like, this isn't how I actually feel. Like, you know, like why am I offended by this? Like I'm not. That's a lie.
I've taken that into business so much. I've talked to you about this a good chunk, Shannon, and it's been invaluable. Like I'm unshakable because I have this unattachedness to everything where I'm like, hey man, if something's not going right, guess what?
Let it go.
It's not my fault.
Yeah,
it's your fault, because I have 20 other guys who are doing the same exact thing and they're doing great. You're just lacking. You're projecting that shit onto me. And if you're not careful, all of a sudden you get in your own and you're like, fuck, man, I suck. Like, this is a me problem. Especially with my business, like, people love to complain, advertising, all the ads, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, these leads suck. I'm like, no, they don't. This is a you problem. And when you realize that people do project like that, it just takes you so far in life, whether it's relationships, business, creative stuff. Because you got to be bulletproof to put anything creative out now. Because you know someone's gonna criticize you. Someone's gonna chirp you about it. There's a billion people. You know, like, it's 100%. Gonna happen.
Yeah. Haters got to do their jobs. Though.
Haters gonna hate, man. They got to do their
They
job.
have to. They have to. Because you got people. Some people have to do something with their time, you know. And most people aren't confident enough to do their own thing in some way, shape, or form. That they literally will spend their time. They have to talk about something. They have to do something with their phones and their fingers and their thoughts, and the ADD and if I'm being real, they hate themselves so much that it's impossible for them to be happy for anybody else.
They hate themselves so much they can't even have a real ass TikTok profile. Their user 8675309. They're not a real fucking person.
8675309. Yo, what's you were talking like entropy or something.
Oh, entropy. Oh,
yeah. What is that?
So you're talking about the law of entropy.
You're like, actually, let me get the Wikipedia page up here. It's like you knew I was gonna ask.
I just like learned about this in my chemistry class.
Very cool.
Entropy is a scientific concept that is most commonly associated with a state of disorder, randomness, or uncertainty. The term and the concept are used in diverse fields, from classical thermodynamics, where it was first recognized, to the microscopic description of nature in statistical physics, and to the principles of information theory. So pretty much what it's saying is that particles in around us, everything, atoms that we're built of, everything that composes us has to abide to the law of entropy, where particles tend to go towards disorderness and chaos and attract like and opposites repel. So it's that polarization.
So how do you control that?
Like,
that's what I feel like the bottom line is. You got to control those particles.
Let me be careful when I word about manifestation, because some people take it a very weird way.
Well, here's my thing with manifestation that I think helps clarify it. Literally everything you experience, you manifested because you're experiencing it. Oh, I didn't manifest this. Okay, then why are you experiencing it? Like, yes, you did. Manifesting to me just means you experienced it. If you're manifesting something, then you are working on experiencing it.
It's a slippery slope, though, because it can very, very quickly seem like you're spiritually high-roading somebody when you're like, oh, you manifested.
That's
and
why.
that just pushes them further away. You know what I mean? I totally get it.
That's just how that word means to me. Like, we manifested sitting here and having this exact conversation. Why? Because it's happening.
But then it's like, oh, you stubbed your toe. Did you manifest stubbing your toe? Yeah, because you're working too hard and you haven't taken meditation time today. Whatever. Of course.
Yeah.
But the last thing anyone wants to hear when they're having it, oh, you manifested
it's
that.
Obviously. It's because people are perceiving it or taking it in as like, oh, I sat down and meditated and said, I'm going to stub my toe today. Like, no, that's not what it means. Like, it can mean that,
of course. And you're 100% right in saying this, but it's a very slippery slope. And one of the things we've been so intentional about, and I want to get to Brandon's point because he's sitting on something beautiful right now.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
It's your pod.
It's your pod, man.
No, it's your pod.
But it's
your pod. We're just living in it.
The words we speak are so important, and the way we communicate. Like,
I feel like Shannon and I have been growing a lot in the last
Yeah.
3-4 months specifically, and the biggest tangible change is the way I communicate to people is much. You know what do I say? It's just better. It's
Yeah.
just way better. Able to get the point across. Able to make things happen better. So
Yeah.
I encourage the discussion of like manifestation to be communicated in a way where everyone can accept it
Yeah.
and realize that okay, everything that I am experiencing is in some way, shape, or form my doing,
Yeah.
my fault, my either like my like props to me or my fault, or not even just fault or props, just it's my doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
such a powerful
Yeah.
place to be in.
Totally.
Yeah,
And it's
I
like,
agree.
I think everyone has experienced this in some way, shape, or form. Like you're thinking of somebody and then they call, or you see them, or like you're having a tough
the
day.
Matrix. The Matrix.
You're having
All
a
the
tough
time.
day, and then the bad things just keep happening and happening, and your mood keeps getting worse. So worse things just keep happening because you're not taking a second to just like relax. But when it comes down to it, again, science, facts, we are energetic beings.
Yes.
Energetic
Yes.
beings that literally vibrate at a
Yes.
certain frequency, and
Yes.
different emotions vibrate at different frequencies. Jealousy or despair or fear or guilt or shame are very low frequencies
Yeah.
versus joy or peace or acceptance or love. Those are very high frequencies.
Yeah.
Frequencies are the energy that our bodies are vibrating at. Like there's a
Yeah.
vibrational difference, and that vibrational difference
feel it.
It changes everything that you attract. It changes
Yes.
how easy it feels to drive around the city. It changes
Yeah.
how easy it feels to have a conversation. It changes how much flow you can have when you're working on something. Like
Yeah.
it's just it's everything. It's everything. And I'm so passionate about it because I was on antidepressants. Like I was depressed. I had the eating disorder. My whole life was anxiety. And I just kept reaffirming that with things like alcohol and starvation
Things hurting
and
yourself, yeah.
social media and all these things. And then I started to choose different habits that raised my frequency, and naturally my life just kept getting better. Like it's
It's the decisions you make.
difficult, but it's also so simple. It's also so simple. Very, very simple. And it's something that spirituality shares, religion shares. Even the concept of placebo effect addresses that something
Placebo
is there.
effect
You
is
know,
real.
Effect
it's
is real as
all
hell,
it's all
man.
the same thing.
Placebo effect is a good one.
There's only one God. There's only one energy with all of it, and it's literally just everything. And it's very freeing when you can begin to like conceptualize what's actually going on.
It is freeing when you're kind of able to just accept that like there's things you can change and there's things you can change, and when you're able to just let go of the
Yeah.
things that you can't change, then that's kind of freeing. Is when you recognize that like, you know, we're all gonna die and we all
Yep.
got to eat. We all have all
Yep.
this that we unify. You know, we have all these things that we all do the same, and there's things that you can't change, and that's when you kind of just like, okay, fuck it, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
That is true too.
And your actions have a big cause and effect. We've been talking a lot of
For sure.
manifestation. When I think about like some of these ideas, I like to think back to the guys from like the 1900s to like the 1930s. Those guys had that shit figured out. The New Age thinkers, your Neville
Way less
Goddards.
distractions too. So
you-
once they figured it out,
Napoleon
they're like, let's
Hills.
just double down on this.
Yeah. If you
Nikolai.
search,
Yeah.
you search for the Nikolai. You
Yeah.
search for the text. They're like, oh damn, these dudes have this shit
Because
figured out.
also life was way
Yeah.
less literally fun back then. So they were like, oh, we're not going to go on like a 2-week, 3-week vacation to Thailand or trip to Thailand. Like, let's just double down on this and make everything better.
corrupt.
Yeah.
Not that
Yeah.
much to do,
Yeah.
man. It's like
Yeah.
no social and all
Nothing
that.
to do.
It was corrupt as hell, though. People didn't want Nikolai Tesla to come out with these things that
No,
would
they shut his
be
ass
free.
down.
So corrupt, man.
People stopped the hemp production and demonized marijuana because then the cotton gin would never have been made and gotten all this money.
Galileo.
It's-
You know what I mean? It's
Dude,
just a
The
repeating
list goes
history.
on and on.
Yeah, the Galileo one is crazy.
It is
I
crazy,
love that
bro.
one because it shows us how egotistical beings we are, that we think that everything revolves around us. We think we're the center of everything. when
What's the deal with
realistically-
Galileo?
So Galileo was the one to
Galileo,
discover
Galileo.
that. So back then, scientists believed that the Earth was the center of the universe, the sun and all the planets revolved around us. And Galileo was like, no, wait a second. No, we spin around the sun. Everything is in orbit with each other. The moon revolves around us. Like he started understanding the law of gravity and
So deep.
was
He was hip.
he was hip and understood that we are not the center of
Yeah.
attention, but human beings are naturally egotistical.
Crazy.
People think that, okay,
Yeah.
no, we are the center, we are
Yeah.
God, we are this. That's why we are in
It's crazy.
God's image.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, I don't want to like misspeak on anybody's, spiritual background or anything, because I believe in a higher power. I'm just not sure if I'm religious with it yet, but it's very weird.
It's all the same. It doesn't really matter.
Right. I just think it's very weird to think that people think that a God will make us in his image, because I feel like it's a very egotistical thought that we are gods. Why would we be gods?
So here's the thing, on a scientific level, right? See this table and this glass and this ice cube and this phone and your body and like your hair and Daniel and Ty and me, we're all made out of the same exact thing, and that's atoms.
Yeah.
We're all made of the same exact thing, and so is the Earth, and so is the universe, and so is the stars. So it's all one.
It's all magnetic.
It's all one, and dude, it's all God.
Magnetism. Hold on. Magnetism. I think the planets are gods, low key.
They are, because
They are, but
everything's
so,
God.
so is this motherfucking table.
Yeah,
dude.
everything's God, because it's all
the same.
There's
it's all the same
all
source.
atoms with all just energy. All the energy is the same,
Think about this,
but
right?
just different
Think about how
uses.
Well, think about how birds know where to fly. Think about how sea turtles know where to swim. All these fish
Energy.
travel miles across the ocean, and they know where
We
they
are
are.
the world.
But they use magnetism. They because the Earth has a magnetic core.
Yeah.
That obviously points compasses point true north, and it's like these beings that travel have like a true north inside them, intuition, some type of thing where they feel magnetism. I need to look it up.
Have you ever seen like
really
fish, like a school of fish, right? And they all move the same exact way.
The birds fly.
Yeah, it's like they're all just one.
Wild.
But like we're not that much different from that either. Like
But
we're really not.
We have free will and free thought. You know what I
We
mean?
are different because of that.
So they say. I know. It's a
And
whole
this is
thing.
you guys got to get Max Cass in here.
You do.
Oh,
Dude, I would love to.
Yo, shout out
I love him
Max
so much.
Vitality.
Yo,
come on the
shout
podcast.
out.
He could be a great call-in. Imagine we called Max.
yo.
Let's give him a
right
call.
now.
Let's give him a call right now.
Call his
You have
ass.
to use the.
He's
Let's give it a
he's
go.
just chilling in
Doggy.
Florida right now. He's not doing
You got
anything.
your phone? I feel like he's most likely to answer you because it could be related to like some
Yeah,
work stuff.
because he's gonna think I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
Will we be able to hear
Get a
him?
float
You're gonna
tank
make
sold.
him money.
Yeah, we're doing a little float tank thing right now.
Shout out the float tank.
Let me ask Max some questions.
Give him a call. Give him a call.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Turn that
Which
phone
which
up.
one is that? Is that one? Yeah.
So Max and his lovely girlfriend, who's also one of my best friends right now, Mila, have really opened my eyes
She's
to.
yeah. I've seen your podcast with her. She seems like
We've
she
never done this
knows
before.
what she's talking
I
about.
love. We're both very close with Max. No.
No. He's got that D&D on like me. Hold on, I'm gonna get through this.
I'm grateful. I love that.
He
Ooh.
might have his phone off.
Do you have Mila's number?
All right, Matt. Yeah, I do.
Slow down. Shout out Dre.
We were just
Baby.
all right.
I like how we can hear it.
Yeah, dude. That's the cool thing about it. It's sick.
Let's tweak it.
Damn,
Shoot them a text. Shoot them a text. Say, hey, we have a quick question. Can you call me back? But Max and Mila have really just opened both of our eyes to like the truth. For real.
Hell yeah.
Like,
They did some retreats in Hawaii. They got
Yeah,
spiritual with it. I
yeah,
love that. I need to be
yeah.
a part of that.
yeah, their retreats are very life-changing and very beautiful and very simple. And like, I took part in an ayahuasca ceremony that Max and Mila were at. It wasn't necessarily their ceremony 3 years ago, and it was my first ever psychedelic experience, and it was crazy. It was like really, really, really deep and very intense. But their ceremonies now are much more chill and integratable in a lot of great ways.
Yeah.
But you don't even necessarily need to experience all of that to begin to understand what's going on here.
They had this dude Tiago at the
Yeah.
first ceremony that was just going crazy. He was on some
Yeah.
different vibes. It was just so intense.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I
No
just think
regrets though at all. Literally
back
the
to
most,
Shannon's first
the
experience.
deepest experience of my life.
Yeah, you
That's
just
sick.
been better ever since that.
Yeah, my
No kidding.
my whole
crazy.
life, my whole life changed.
Wow.
Yeah, it just
So yeah, what do you see anything? Do you hear anything?
Man,
what goes
see
on?
everything.
You
See
see everything.
So
You see
this is all
everything.
energy, right? Like this is all energy. So
Yes.
on
Energy's a real thing.
you just see the levels of energy that are going on here at such a deeper level. So like this is all like 3D, 4-dimensional living that we are experiencing, but like
Yep.
there's more to that, you know. Our senses as humans, as incredible as they are, and they're very developed in the fact that like we can even see each other and hear things, it's like incredible. But there's more levels to that, because there's more levels to everything.
The sixth dimension.
There's like infinite everything, and it's incredible because God is everything. It's the earth, it's us, it's the universe, and it's all just one. Like this is what Max is very, very big on. Like he says this all the time. It's all one. It's only ever been one. It will only ever be one. And we
It's gonna be great.
And we are here to
It's
experience, because it's a great time and it's fun to work through the problems that we have and have these experiences and learn from them and have relationships and have problems and want to solve them and do self-discovery and, you know, feel pain and heartbreak and desire and like have dreams and work towards them and like feel stuck and all these different things. Like it's a great time, and one of the best things you can do for yourself is just to begin to enjoy all of it. And like even in conflict, even when me and Daniel are in fights, like you can find a level of yourself that can it's called developing the witness. And like I don't know how like woo-woo I want to give to you guys here, but when you develop the witness of your thoughts and your emotions, where have you guys seen Midnight Gospel at all?
No.
What's that?
It's really good. It's like Rick and Morty-esque, but it's different. It's almost like a podcast interview turned into a cartoon, and they talk about
That's
life
sick.
and
That's
the
dope.
meaning. And he was talking about he had a great example of explaining the concept of the witness, where he was like, when you meditate, you form a deeper relationship with your emotions and your reactions and your thoughts. And when you get angry, right, you instead of becoming the anger, you almost see it as you would a exotic animal, like an angry exotic animal, and you can watch it, right? And a lot of people think that they're their thoughts. But if you're your thoughts, who's the thinker thinking the thoughts, right?
Right.
And so
Whoa, slow down. What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit.
Or you just
Yeah.
blew his mind.
Yeah. It's cool because there's
Who's
so much.
thinking these thoughts?
Yeah.
Are we people in headsets?
Who's hearing these thoughts? Like who's watching these thoughts?
Well, we were just, you know
Yeah.
how Apple and obviously the Oculus has been around, like these new VR headsets that
Yes.
are out now, where you can like be
Those are
living in a virtual
totally.
world.
We are living in a virtual world, you know?
Right. Like, but like my buddy was just talking about how he has one, how he's saying like you
Yeah.
can literally be in the world and like anchor things, so that when you go back in the world, all that stuff is still there.
Interesting.
So it's literally like you're living a second life. So I was trying to
Interesting.
think like how like
Totally interesting.
in Rick and Morty they touch upon like simulations and a simulation and a simulation.
Yeah.
And I really think like since we were able to capture this ability to create these simulations,
Yeah.
why wouldn't we be in one?
Absolutely.
Elon Musk thinks we're in a simulation.
Absolutely.
I kind of agree.
And
I kind of agree.
And
I kind
who
of agree.
cares? Like
I
like
think
the
we
human
are.
experience basically is a simulation. But guess what? It's like one
I'm
of the
fighting
best.
the creators though. If that's
It's
true,
one of the best
I'm fighting their
simulations
ass.
ever. Like this is one of the best simulations ever. Like it's the best movie. It's the best video game ever. Life. Like you get to play. You get
So
to
that
wake
we
up.
know, because
GTA.
this is all we know. What else
Yeah.
is out there is what
Yeah.
I mean. That's the only thing is like the only thing I
Yeah.
don't like about the simulation is like what else is out there that I wasn't able to experience.
Yet.
Because
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe when you die, that's you taking off the headset.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, there's more.
Hey, have you ever done mushrooms?
no, I've never done it.
Have you ever done mushrooms?
I've
Yes.
wanted to really bad. I wanted to really
I
bad.
feel like some mushrooms would blow you.
We would have a great time.
That's what Mike told us.
Because you
That's what I
should-
told you.
That's what you also told
he's
me.
a pretty. He's already a pretty thoughtful dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate you guys gassed me up too much.
I'm not
I
gassing
you
up.
appreciate it.
I mean,
It's
I've
a
known you
fact.
for
He's
like
got to
2
open
hours.
his eyes to a new perspective.
Yeah.
But-
I
little bit.
do need to.
No,
Yeah.
I mean just Shannon saying like, oh, who's the thinker watching the thoughts? Like, that's it's a very common thing that's said in like these like
Yeah.
kind of spiritual spaces.
Yeah.
And
Deep, that's an existential question.
it is.
Yeah.
Very
and,
good.
and
My favorites.
What
Oh,
often,
yeah.
what very, very, very often happens if you do it in the right setting, which is basically just pick a nice day and go into the woods, ideally with a buddy.
Shout out.
And
Or two.
what often happens is when you have mushrooms, these existential questions just get prompted to you.
Yeah.
You get
And
the
I-
answer.
And I always say that like whoever's asking the questions in a sales call or a conversation, they're running it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I
Yeah.
train my sales guys. I'm like, yo, you ask the questions. Like, how do you close? What about blah 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 blah?
Right.
Questions, and it always takes the companies off guard because like, oh shit, you're running this. But that's
Damn.
the same kind of concept applies to life. Like when you do take mushrooms or even when you smoke weed, you start questioning things. You know what I mean?
That's
You
why
start questioning.
I love
things.
smoking weed because it made me super retrospective
Yeah.
and made me like think outside of myself.
Yeah, it brings more awareness to things that are always going on, and the same
Yep.
things happen with mushrooms or even ayahuasca. You're just experiencing things that are going on. It's just expanding your ability to
You just can't
experience
access
those
it yet
things. Yeah.
until that's how you access
Yeah.
through it. You know what they say is like, you know how like a lot of alien abductions or alien sightings happen at night, or they always happen at night, because I guess we have like DMT naturally in our body.
Yeah,
I guess
it
it's more
excretes when you
active
die.
at night. Yeah, it excretes when you die. But I guess those hormones or whatever it is are more active at night, so you kind of trip more and you're able to see things more. So like you getting abducted,
Dreams can be trippy, yeah.
Yeah, maybe was you having a DMT trip into a different dimension.
Totally.
And that's the thing.
Totally.
They say they're like portals to other dimensions, and I do
Yeah.
believe that there are different dimensions because
Yeah.
have you guys seen Interstellar?
Yes, love.
So Interstellar is
Some
like
crazy movie.
is very like scientifically
Yes.
accurate about how black holes work and how time works
Yeah.
and how gravity and all that.
Yeah. Isn't it
passes
crazy that
through.
time is an illusion?
Oh, it's fake. It's
Yeah.
fake. We talk about time as fake.
So
It's literally
fake.
not real. It's not fucking
Isn't it
real.
incredible? That's incredible though,
And
because that means
Wild.
that us at 8 years old, us at Greenwood School, whatever it is, like
Right.
that is happening right now. But part of the human experience,
At a different
and,
time,
and Max
yeah.
opened my eyes to
That's
this
weird to
perception.
think
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
That
it's
is
happening
weird to
right
think
now.
about.
We are just so here's what it
Dang.
is. Picture a movie, right?
We experience it literally.
Imagine you're watching Netflix and
Yep.
you're like 75% way through a movie and you pause it and you can see the marker in the movie. That's just like us in our movie. But we're probably like, let's say 20% through our movie instead of 75, right?
Right.
Yeah, at least we're going to live for super, super long. We're at like
Shouts.
20%, so you can see that. But that movie is still there.
Yeah.
All of it is still there. So time, and I call it the blob theory. Like, I don't know why I just came up with this
Let me
with
hear it.
Daniel.
Tell me it.
But all of it, right? Our entire life is like this blob. Where like this is where we were born, and this is where we died. And there's more before and after that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And all of it's just a blob of time that we are moving through.
Yeah.
But all of it, it's all here. It's all here. And it's just time and it's space and expands upon itself and it's infinite and it's incredible because it's bigger than our little minds can conceive. So it feels scary, but it's so freeing because there's so much more out there. So much more
So
to
much
our
more.
minds.
We're
So-
minuscule.
yeah, but we are part of it. We're not
Right,
not
right.
outside of it. We are it. That's why
Right.
it's not scary because it is us. And eventually, I believe we continue to grow our awareness and our consciousness, and eventually we
become
become
aliens.
all of it again. We might become aliens on the way towards that. Like we kind of are aliens in
I
a
think
sense.
we are aliens. So,
But-
so that's kind of what the interstellar
Yeah.
theory is that like he's able to access like the sixth dimension.
Yeah.
And the aliens or whoever is sending the signal back to let them know that the planet's dying.
Yeah.
They're able to access this, and I think it's us in the future as aliens with this insane technology where we're able to access these weird dimensions when you see him in the cube and he's able to like,
Totally.
go back in time. Like
FaceTiming is kind of like entering
Crazy.
a different dimension. You know?
Facts. Legit.
dude, the virtual VR.
Yeah.
That is fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
VR is gonna be
technology.
crazy.
And as science like ascends, it brings more awareness to what is possible. The only reason why that we don't believe we can time travel or don't believe that we reincarnate is just because we've only experienced things that haven't proved that that is
Yep.
possible. You know,
Yep.
if you
Yeah.
showed someone from the 1800s the technology we have today, they'd literally pass out.
Yeah,
literally
imagine
pass
George
out.
Washington
Yes.
eating a Sour Patch Kid.
Or like,
With his AirPods in.
yeah,
Listening to Marvin's Room.
it's crazy. It's
got the
really
wooden
crazy.
teeth.
He's got
That's
the
just getting
wooden
stuck in his
He's like,
teeth.
shit, man.
Yo.
It's really crazy.
Where's the fluoride-free toothpaste? I didn't get this off.
Dude, yeah, that is crazy to think about. Like how I was thinking about this earlier today. Like the pyramids don't make any fucking sense to me, dude.
Pyramids are.
I love
They
it.
don't make sense at
I
all.
love
What
things
do
that don't make
They
sense.
said they use ramps. You fucking climb ramps up 500 yards.
Yeah, doesn't it just like
Yeah,
not
no
make
way.
sense?
The only way I can think, there's either two options in my opinion. Either these Egyptians had way more advanced technology than we do now, because nowadays we don't
Yeah,
make
that
fucking
doesn't make
pyramids.
sense.
Nowadays we struggle to build houses.
Yeah, that doesn't
And-
make sense.
We literally struggle to build houses nowadays, and they were building these gigantic pyramids. Like either they were more advanced or aliens.
Have you seen them, the pyramids?
I would love
I've
to.
never.
How
dude,
tall are they?
Let's get some.
Dude.
Let's get some
Yeah, let's
I'd
pyramid
like
get
to know
facts.
some
Some
facts
facts
about
on
the
that.
pyramids, because I was also in, it's not super close, but I was in Dubai, and one of the things that people talked about was how fast people put up buildings in Dubai. It seems like overnight there's building, And they have so many. Well, they have so many people that have immigrated from places like Egypt and these other countries that aren't necessarily. There's not that much opportunity over there.
Yeah.
And I wonder if there was something going on similar in Egypt, just to put a little logical spin on this, where they just had a crap load of people that they were able to get something done.
They definitely had a lot of slaves.
That's what I mean. It's not really it's not a sweet topic to talk about,
Right.
but that is something to consider as well.
That is definitely something to consider.
But still, just like
It's still incredible.
No, when it comes
numbers are so powerful.
Yeah,
for
power
sure,
and
but
numbers.
still, like the pyramids, like don't make sense to the point of where like
They're like the placement of them.
Yeah,
it's
and like
perfect placement. with-
Why
Yeah.
in the desert of fucking Egypt?
Yeah.
But like
You know what I mean?
it is absurd.
But
Here's the thing, though: the ancient Egyptians were very tapped in spiritually.
They were.
they
very.
were, and the cats were their gods.
And they understood things
The
that
Sphinx,
like we
man.
have forgotten.
Dude, sometimes I do think cats will look at me and I'll be like, dude, this cat is like reading me like a book and like knows something
I've heard
I
that
don't
about
know.
cats.
Cats got some intuition.
Anytime
on,
I hang
like,
out with a
another
cat,
level.
dude, I'm just like, dude, this thing is just like reading my brain.
The cats are your god. Is that what
I
you're
don't know if
trying
they're
to-
my god, but like, dude, when you
Our
see a dog, when you see a
is an
dog,
awesome
right?
God he prays from heaven above our God.
Yeah, dude, the dog just wants to be your boy.
Right,
You know
when
what I
you
mean?
see-
He's like,
Yeah.
I just want to hang out with you and eat treats.
Yeah.
The cat's
Yeah.
like, cat's
They
feeling
stare
you out.
at you. Yeah, they feel
He's
you
like,
out.
what's your vibe?
Yeah,
Yeah, the dog
dogs.
comes to you. The cat like makes you go to him. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
yes,
Totally.
Dogs just love people and love to be in attention.
Yeah.
Cats just don't care or need the attention. They're just like, okay, like, do I fuck with you or do I not fuck with you? Because cats will scrap. If a cat doesn't
They
like
will
you,
scrap.
a
They
cat,
will.
a cat will scrap on you.
Yeah.
Dogs, obviously, if it's like a vicious dog,
Yeah.
it'll scrap. But like that's only because it just like has hate already. Dogs have nothing but love. Dogs
Right.
just love you. Cats just like, I don't know if I love you. Like I need to see more from you, and they just like grill you the entire time.
Yeah.
And then they like, then once they're like, okay, like this guy's chill, I can chill. But like, they legit stalk you, like legit like lions and
Dude,
tigers.
some cat owners will say like there's days or like almost weeks on end where they don't see their cats.
It's
Dude,
crazy.
they're just
They really have a
chilling,
life of
like,
their own.
doing
Yeah.
their own thing.
Zeke hasn't seen his cat for like a year.
What?
He actually lost his cat, but I think that cat was
It's
an
probably
outdoor
not
cat.
okay, yeah.
That cat is an outdoor cat. So if any cat can survive the outdoors, it's that cat. I
That cat started its own little colony somewhere.
Yeah.
Fell in
No.
love.
Break
Yeah.
It's a break. No, I really do believe that. I think once a cat knows, like obviously, like it comes home for like food or like
Yep.
anything. But once a cat is like fully independent, I think it realizes like, oh, I can just dip. See ya.
I know.
Yeah,
So
he's
does
like, I
it?
can
You know,
just
it's an outdoor
murk
cat.
these
What about
mice
that
and
connection?
chow.
Just chow. Yeah. Chow down.
You guys want to do
Speak-
like a
speaking of
a
chow-
weed intermission or something?
Yeah,
Yo,
you guys
yeah,
got
that's
that.
funny you said that
Chow.
because
I really-
speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
chow, should we get some pizza? Order it for the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I'm kind of hungry. I gotta
Can
pee.
we get some za? Do we do
Yeah.
this? Let's do a
Yeah.
live za
Little-
order. What do we want? Where are we
intermission.
going?
You gotta pee
Ooh.
though.
That's
Yeah.
a
Or you
great
wanna stay for
question.
the
You
order?
probably know a better
Nah, I
pizza
wanna
place than
stay
I
for the
do.
order.
The
Yeah,
best
yeah,
pizza
yeah.
place, in my opinion, is Morena's, but I don't think they're open right now.
Morena's is so
Morena's
Have you
is
ever
so
been there?
gas.
Dude,
We get the
the
soup all the
breadsticks.
time.
Wow.
Everything
soup.
they do.
Their soup is
Dude,
fantastic.
They're always
They're
so chill
always
with
closed.
you.
I know, they make
I'm
you
always
work
boys
for
with the
it.
guy. He's like,
They make you
putting
work for
the
it.
breadsticks. He's like, you want more breadsticks? I'm like, yeah. He gives me like, he gives me like 8 extra breadsticks every time. I'm like,
Morena's
I'm
is just
fucking
like you need to order but on like weekdays except for Mondays between the hours of like
Alright.
2 to 7.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
They're dead specific.
Yeah.
But Lisa's Pizza is open till 10, so we got time. So
I'm so down.
Is
What-
Lisa's fire?
fire.
Yeah.
Lisa's
Fire.
What do we
Good.
think? What do we think?
Pep,
Pepperoni.
Pat?
pepperoni
You want
with,
some pep?
with hot honey.
Don't you
Yum.
know?
I don't know if you guys have had
I
that
love
before.
hot
I'm
honey.
with it.
I'm down
I'm
for
with it.
whatever.
It's
Pepper with
delicious.
hot honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I'm
else?
with it.
Pepper with hot honey, buff chick? They have good buff chick.
I'm not gonna say
The
no.
silence,
I mean,
the silence on the buff chick. What about barbecue chick?
Barbecue chick?
Barbecue chick?
barbecue
Do
chick.
barbecue chick.
Barbecue chick. So
That could
barbecue
sign.
chick,
Their barbecue chick is iconic. I used to get
barbecue
it in high
chick
school all the time.
pie and
Up to you.
pep with honey, hot honey.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
That was
Alright.
good.
Lock it
We're
in, lock
gonna
it
call the
in.
Lisa's Pizza. We're gonna
Lock
do this live
it
on
in,
pod.
lock it in.
Shout out to Lisa.
It's gonna be Sheila.
Dude.
I hope.
You should be charging.
Hey, how
for
you
this.
doing? Could I place an order for a pickup, please?
What can I get you?
Could I get
That's
one?
not Sheila.
Could I get one large
Sheila.
pepperoni pizza with hot honey? And could I also get one large barbecue chicken pizza?
You get barbecue chicken?
Yes, please.
Really? Anything else?
That'll be it.
Let's
Barbecue.
get some barbecue.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Oh, Lisa.
Hey.
Yo,
Go
was that
Lisa.
Sheila?
Hey.
Shout out.
Go Lisa.
Hey.
It's your
Go.
birthday.
Go.
Go Lisa.
Go, Lee.
Go Lisa.
Go, Lee.
Go Lee.
Go.
Lee. Go Lisa. Go Lisa.
Bice in the bice in the bice in
Go
the back in
Lisa.
the bice with
Go
the Lisa in the
Lisa.
back with
Yeah,
the bice in the
Lisa.
back with
Go
the girl.
Lisa.
Bice in
Go
the back with
Lisa.
the homegirl Lisa. Bice in the back. Bice
Yeah,
in the bice in
Lisa.
the
Shout out.
Shout out Lisa.
It's fun to just
I
like.
really wanna meet you.
Really wanna meet you.
Yeah, I know, it's wild.
It's not as cool.
No, it's not. I love how music has been on like this entire time. Baby, to have your
Thank you to the live band. Thank you to the live band.
Back on part 2 of Bice in the Back. The
Part
Bice
two.
are getting into some shit here.
Part 2 of Bice in the Back. How we feeling?
I feel great.
We just
I
we had a
feel-
good intermission. I
That-
felt was really good.
That pizza.
I actually
really,
hate having the music on with these headphones on.
That really hit the spot.
Yeah,
though.
I feel that.
You can't fully hear the music. Can't fully hear.
I mean, this
I thought
is
my
Something
music would
about
be a
this
vibe
new
there.
hey, something about this new camera angle though, I'm actually really enjoying. Look at that. It's
I see
crisp.
that.
It's the glasses.
It's crisp camera angles. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry. All right.
Crispy.
Do it again.
Boom, 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 boom.
This second half of the podcast is gonna have such a different vibe to it. Because at first we're like, okay, so we're sipping our whiskey. and
Because
like,
we're a little crossed up, guys. We're a little
We've got the
crossed
pizza.
up.
Shout,
We've
yeah,
got the whiskey.
Now
Dude.
you're in the Bice. The Bice.
Oh,
You
goodness.
guys gotta come through when it's warm out. We can do this pod outside. We can get a little
Yeah.
baked on pod, get
You-
a
you
little
wanna know
drinking
something?
on pod.
I think it's gonna be doing the most Bice in the Back summer. Do you guys feel that?
Yeah.
Dude,
I
Like
could
in
definitely-
spring.
Why don't we get on our
yeah.
grind?
Just-
Why don't we fucking collab and get on our grind?
That's what we are doing.
That's what we're doing.
Let's
we're
go.
manifesting
Let's
it
go.
because you know what?
It's been a long time coming, and I
That's
want
what we're
Rose.
It's happening.
doing.
I want Rose here because I know Rose.
Champagne.
Shout champagne.
Shooter.
She'd be a great person to call, but let's call her in like maybe 10.
Yeah.
Since we're fresh into the second half.
Let's get
Yeah,
into
let's call her because
She'll be our like safeguard, like if we're feeling like we could use a little extra energy.
Yeah.
Right now I'm enjoying exactly this energy.
yeah, we're having a good time, dude.
Yeah,
I
we
love
are,
the
man.
glasses.
Dude, me
The
too.
glasses.
I don't
Glasses,
know.
bro.
I don't know how I,
I don't
feel
have
about
the
them.
merch on right
I like
now,
'em.
but we do a merch. Our thing
Oh,
in
that,
merch.
they look better a little down. There you go.
Our thing about merch is like putting
Laid
sunglasses on
back.
everything. That's our
Okay.
thing. Because
I'm a big fan of the blue light glasses.
Hey.
I forgot my blue light glasses at the house, so I'm gonna rock the normal glasses.
Yeah, it's so sad when like you see your partner remember something and you forget. You're like, damn, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
I should have reminded
I
you.
can relate. I can relate.
I
Love.
can't.
Like what?
I can't relate.
That's
Tell
okay.
us some Ty Gabby love stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ty
Tell me.
Gabby. So
Yeah.
we
Tell
met
us
in
about your love.
college. We met in college.
Shouts.
I used to have to go to the library in order to email her to like just to talk to her at all because at one point my phone was broken, my laptop was shattered, couldn't do anything from my own room, so I had to go to the library, email. that was the thing for like 2 months.
That must have been awesome.
That's kind of sick,
It
dude.
was
That's
crazy.
It's like
that's
sending letters.
Older
Yeah.
days where you had to give it time. You actually
Yeah.
had to wait.
That's
and
so awesome.
it was like it was meant to happen, but it was just like something was delaying it because it wasn't meant to happen that fast, I guess. But
What a great way of looking at it.
lost my train of thought.
so
But yeah,
Sorry.
you
email.
would go to the library to
Oh, yeah.
use the library computers.
Library computers, and it actually helped me because I would like go to the library. I was going to the library like a couple times a day, just to like continuously email. But it would help me stay on top of my studies because
That's true love.
I'm just in the library. I might as well bang
It
out
was a
like
win-win.
this paper. Or
It was a
something.
win-win.
It was a
You
win-win.
had to
win-win.
go to the Wakefield Public Library to talk to the.
Well,
girl that
no,
you
this was
liked.
actually at college.
school?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
college. So
Okay, that's a
the
little less
Assumption
weird.
Library.
That's a little less
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, less weird.
No,
I could have borrowed someone's phone or something. I don't know.
You definitely
Yeah.
could have figured it out, but you kept it old school. I appreciate that.
It's kind of you kind
Yeah.
of had like permission to just be in your own world. I think a lot of struggles when you first start dating is like you know, the expectation of good morning texts and all that. Ty had the ultimate, like,
Yeah,
he's like,
no,
hey,
that's great.
I can
I'll
only
email you.
communicate via
Yeah, it's
email.
cool
at
that
the
she was
school
chill with that,
library.
though. It's cool that she was chill with that. That's a green flag.
That is a green flag.
Yeah, no, and I think she liked it because I don't know, it was just like different. It was just like
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
almost. I don't
She's
know.
like,
Exactly.
This
No.
dude emails.
We're serious. He emails me.
My dad only emails
What,
me.
what
See?
was
Yeah.
the can I ask what was the depth of these emails? Or is that
Were you sexting via email?
well,
No,
I mean, I wasn't
no.
thinking like that, but I was thinking maybe
I was
like
taking selfies on the
We
the
were all
iMac
thinking
in
it.
the
With the
library.
Mac webcam.
That's actually why Ty didn't become a New England Patriot. They caught him in the
Yeah.
library.
Yeah, it leaked. Yeah.
I was just thinking
Got
like
me.
like was there things of like oh like I love you like what was like was there deep intimate
Yeah, were you guys getting to know each other?
yeah how was this
no, because
emailing
like it's a small school, so like we were getting to know each other in person.
was
but
it like,
was like
hear ye my name is Ty Beck
yeah, I would do like hello Gabby, and then like under
Comma, space.
comma, and then go under proper emails.
Would you like make plans with her via email?
I think that did happen. We went
That's so funny.
out to dinner at the Boyne. We both got burgers,
Hear ye,
bacon
hear
cheeseburgers.
ye. Meet me
Good
at
choice.
the Burger
Great choice.
King down 11th row.
Ye old Burger King.
Ye old Burger King.
Did she go to your school?
Yes.
So
yes.
how big was your school?
It was like 2,000, 2,500.
You couldn't just meet
you
at the
also had the
library.
chance of like just seeing her on campus.
Yes.
This makes it so much
Could have just
better.
ran right into her.
No,
You didn't do like a hey, meet me at the
Yeah.
dining hall type thing.
You kept it only
Yeah.
email exclusive.
Yeah, 2,000. That's it. 2,000 people went to ASCO.
Tiny,
Yeah.
bro.
That's tiny.
No, we would
We
see
had
each other.
2,000 in our high school.
We would see each other, but we'd still have to like
What,
communicate.
was
you
it
know what I
in
mean?
like the earlier stages where like you're not trying to see each other too much, but like you like talking
yeah,
a lot?
like we were. It was kind of like we were
There's
both
different
like shy.
phases.
We were like shy to see each other almost. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
oh, that part's fun.
The puppy
You know.
love.
But
Yeah.
also it's
And
so
we're like-
anxiety
The
ridden.
puppy love.
oh yeah, and then when we would walk by each other, it's like hi.
It's like awkward and your heart's racing like 100 miles
You
an
guys
hour.
ever just throw up the like,
hey, it's you.
That's the worst.
no, not
Oh
like that,
my gosh.
but like I just like am so
What's
awkward. I'm
up?
just like, hey, I just throw the piece
That's
out.
that actually might be the worst part of starting to date someone or starting to talk to somebody is
You're
when
not
you
used to
talk to
them.
them and then if they're on your campus you walk by them or something, it is like the most awkward thing ever. And this is
Yeah.
why my brother talks about this when he starts to like talk to a girl a little bit. He's like, I don't text her that much because then when you see each other in person, like you know all these things about this person.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't. You
that's
can't.
crazy.
You gotta
You-
hold on to
yeah.
your tricks a
Yeah.
little bit.
'Cause
Don't
if you
don't
guys are
show your
texting
sleeve
a
too
ton-
early. Yeah.
If you guys are texting a ton and then you get together, it's like, what do you talk about? Like, oh, like you know their whole day, but you don't even know them. It's almost like that show
Yeah.
Love
yeah,
is
it's
Blind.
like what do you do if you like sext somebody before you meet them?
Well, that would be crazy.
That's
Are
out of
you into
pocket.
sexting, Brandon?
If I'm in like a committed
a yes.
relationship where like you spice it up a little bit. Yeah,
He's into it.
Yeah,
you
he's
spice
into,
it up.
he's into, you
into it.
can't
You
hide it.
spice it up.
Why
yeah.
not?
He's like,
Why
yeah,
not?
look, if someone wants to
Why
see the
not?
Batman
What's it
abs,
like- What's it
What
like
else
to
are you gonna
be?
do?
I'll tell you,
no.
this guy's
No,
one
no,
life
no.
moment away from starting that OnlyFans.
No.
one
No
bad
shit.
decision away from
Yes, sir.
one
depends on the
extra
bag.
gym day a week,
Dep-
and it's done.
Depends on the bag. What bag am I getting?
It's funny because
It's
you
whatever
said
you
It's just whatever work you put in, man.
it's
Yeah.
funny.
True entrepreneurship.
It's
Yeah.
funny because you said if you were a girl. You said if you were a girl,
Yeah.
you would do
100%.
OnlyFans. I don't believe that. I don't actually believe
I
that.
would 100%.
I don't think you would.
Hey, That's
So
I
would
think-
do it.
I
feel
think
like he
that it's
would.
easy for you to say it 'cause
I feel like he'd get a
He's
boob
almost
job
doing
and
it
just
now
go
as a
hard
guy.
on there, bro. He just
I don't know.
Here's the thing, man.
He's a guy
like,
There's so
almost
much
doing
tied
OnlyFans.
to
you,
it.
you don't even need to get plastic surgery if you're a girl and you know you're relatively
Specifically, if you can niche it
pretty
down.
and niche it down and
Yeah.
get to the gym. It really doesn't like here's
All you
here's-
gotta do really is
hold on,
foot
let me break
pics.
it down. Let me break it down for those people that want to get big on OnlyFans. Here's what I think you got to do.
Oh,
you're-
I think you
the
gotta find
expert,
a
the
target.
expert.
I'm telling you,
Target
he's got
market.
this shit mapped
You're,
out.
you're
He's
pretty.
been- this is what he thinks about before
He's
bed.
thought about it,
So you're a
man.
pretty woman, right? You start a gym account. You post your routines. You post what you eat.
This is good.
All this stuff.
This is good.
You track because dude, what's gym and food is like the number one.
Very popular.
It's like the
very
gateway
popular.
drug, dude. You
Gateway
hook them in
drug.
with just some basic gym stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So show your workouts.
This is a good marketing.
Show your
ploy.
workouts. Show you what you're eating. Show your progress. And people love, women
They
that
eat
look
that
good.
up. They eat that
up.
They
in
love
the
a story,
yoga pants.
too.
You wear some yoga pants. Do your thing. Let everyone know what you got. Now you garner a following.
But you're doing it in like a
And-
societally.
safe way. Yes.
Yeah.
You're garnering a following
At first.
in a health sphere,
Yeah.
and then you drop the link tree.
The link.
And it's low key.
You ball that link tree in the
In your
in
bio.
the IG bio. And then people are like, "Oh my fuck, she has an OnlyFans," and then click, and then you get mad money.
And
then
even
you're in.
even to take it one step further, if she did like fitness related videos and photos, like things, like I know that
And then
there's
some lingerie pics.
there's OnlyFans accounts that are like
And then maybe
a girl in a
something
tent.
extra.
But here I'm
Maybe
telling
there's
you,
an extra.
I'm telling you,
Brandon's
there's a
got the whole
certain
content schedule.
there's a
like, already
moral
good.
thing there.
He's like Tuesday lingerie,
Dog.
And that's
Thursday
hey,
abs.
That's why
I
he's
could be
growing
an
the
agent.
hair out.
I could be an
Booty.
agent. I could be an agent.
That's why you're growing the hair out.
It's a whole
keeping
thing
the-
mentally.
Clean shave.
Pause. Hey yo, pause.
So I actually heard a story.
Do you just raise your hand?
Teacher.
Whoa. Okay. Adolph, relax.
Yo. Hey yo.
Hey yo.
I heard a story. A friend of mine.
Hey yo, Sean, you
he
Mr. Kingston. Dotty 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 do do do, standing like a letting go.
Dude, banger. Sorry,
That was
Ty.
it.
Continue.
Let's just
A
keep
friend of
interrupting
mine.
him.
A friend of mine's friend.
A friend of a friend of a friend. Sorry.
We knew that this was going to be the
Friend of a
second
friend
half of this
sandwich.
podcast.
Who knew this guy?
Everyone's
Who knew
got
this
pizza
guy?
brain. No one gives a fuck anymore.
Hold on.
Pizza brain is
Hold on.
taking
Yo, you're in the middle of the story.
There's,
I don't fucking care.
there's no more manners.
Turn my mic
No,
off.
this is a
Turn
good
my mic
story.
off.
We've gotten too
This
close.
is a good story. Hold
Turning
on.
mine off too.
I'll make it. Long story short, this guy took his wife. This guy took his wife's like shorts, booty shorts. I don't know whatever you want to call them, and took a picture of his ass, put on OnlyFans, and made $20K in 2 days. I don't know if that's true. I don't believe it.
Why haven't you done that yet?
A
That's what I'm
man's ass.
saying. That's what I'm
What the
saying.
A man's ass does not look like a woman's ass.
Hey,
What if he
I
shaved
guess-
it?
Nah,
No.
dude, that's got to be bull. Dude, that's cap, bro.
Like,
That's-
the
that's
back
not
of
good.
his size,
Bro,
the back of
show
his
me
size.
the
Show
pic.
me the butt.
Show me the
Show me the butt.
I'll be the judge of that.
I'll show it.
Well,
me
you-
the
you
butt.
I'll
gotta
show it to
pay
you for
it.
$5 though.
Yeah, right.
But if that's
Yep.
true, it's pretty crazy that there's people on the
Yeah.
internet that just like are really wanting to look at a booty. Like really,
Yeah.
Well,
really
when it
want to
comes
see a
down
booty.
to it, we're just these biological
That's out of
creatures
pocket.
that, like I said, we need to eat, we need to sleep, we need shelter,
Yeah,
we need to
natural
get laid.
desires.
That's just
The
a
internet's just
desire.
crazy.
And then X, formerly known as Twitter, has now
Yo.
listen,
AKA
AKA
Twitter.
It's still
AKA.
Twitter.com. Let's be real.
Twitter.com, and
People forget.
the thing about that, I love that he's made it a very like place to have like free speech. I think that's great because
Yeah.
I do think
Yeah.
that
It's
whether you guys believe in the deep state or not, I believe there's some form of a deep state that does control social media.
Oh,
So
you want to get? We can get into this.
Oh, please.
I believe it, and I
I do
think
too,
I
yeah.
think Elon
Easy.
buying it saved it from that because it
I
was
agree.
getting there where people were getting censored, and it's just like
Yeah, but that
some people do questionable shit. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I don't know if that's the best way of handling
still every other platform is very censored in a lot of ways. But
Yes.
YouTube is pretty cool. But I believe there
YouTube's
is
cool.
just naturally have it be vaccines and medications and the pharmaceutical side of things where like
that shit's fucked up.
like when it's a business though, and like sick people need more medicine
They
and
need
it's
the
like
numbers up.
yeah,
That's
and there's just a lot
crazy.
to it, and just naturally through commercials, through music, like sad people are really easy to sell to. Like
Oh my
sad,
God.
insecure people are really easy to sell to.
I've
Very,
talked about
very
this
easy to-
before on the pod because I used to work
That
at a
looks good.
pharmacy.
That's a
Let's
good ass
go.
hat. People forget.
Let
It
me.
fits too well.
Can I see
bro.
without the sunglasses?
If it's no. No. The shades are part of me right now.
Okay,
Yes, they are.
I understand.
Dude, this is B Daniel.
This is
DJ B Daniel.
B. Daniel.
B Daniel.
B.
Daniel.
Daniel.
This is 3-time.
B.
Yeah,
B.
pretty
Daniel.
much.
B.
Pretty much.
Daniel with
Fun
3.
fact. It's my middle name.
3
Daniel?
times.
Is it
Daniel,
real?
yeah,
Really?
shout out, yeah.
Really?
Really?
Ty
Yeah.
Daniel Beck.
How did I
Daniel
know
Beck.
that?
The funny
It's a
part
great name.
is, people
it's
always
not.
thought people would say it was Phyllis, and they would say it was Windsor.
I could see Windsor for sure.
Windsor back is what we'd say in football.
Yes.
You
Ty
give
Windsor
he
back.
gives Windsor vibes.
Ty Windsor
Because a
back.
Windsor is like a kind of like tie.
And you'd
Like
always
a
wear that tie.
necktie.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The Windsor
So call
tie.
me
I said
Windsor.
your name at graduation, and I don't recall that being your middle name.
Yeah, that's what
I feel like I would have remembered that.
Come on now.
Because of my
Weird.
grandfather's name.
Do you guys
And my
remember
m-
when I called Walter Hitler at
No, you
graduation
didn't.
by accident? I was so hungover from prom, and we did the prom house, and we came back at like 5 a.m.
Yeah,
and
that
I like
was a
didn't
weird
sleep.
day.
And his name's Walter Hiller. So like here
That's
I am
tough.
saying
That's
half
tough.
the grade's name.
Waller Hitler.
She was like Walter Hiller and Frank.
He was so upset. But the thing was, no one was paying attention, and I felt so bad. Like it was, I remember it still.
Yeah,
He's
you
like,
just gotta check
he was
out
like,
for those
it's
things.
Hiller. Like no one
no,
heard
he
it.
didn't.
He said
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
any
dude,
of
you
that.
just got to take that in
Yeah,
stride.
no one
you know
remembers.
what I
Shout
No
out
one was
Walter
paying
Hiller.
attention.
He lives right up the road.
He
Great
should
kid.
have just given the
Great kid.
when he went to
Great
get the
kid.
diploma. Just went all in on the bit.
Yo.
Hey yo, we're going
Went
on
on
the
with
bit.
the
If we're go along with the bit. Go
that
along
that
with the
joke took
bit.
a second, but then I
Dude,
felt
can
bad.
you imagine he just rolled right along with it?
That would
Yeah,
be, that
he-
would be questionable.
yeah, what if
now
he was
now that I
like,
think about
hell
it,
yeah.
No,
what,
yeah, he
what
was
if he
upset.
what if he was like, yeah, Hitler?
Well, the whole reason why we did that rehearsal was so that I didn't mess people's name up. What a responsibility to give an 18-year-old at our own graduation.
Yeah, that's a lot of talking.
Now say
That's
everyone.
so boring too. No
half
one
the
wants to
grade.
listen to that
Yeah,
shit.
I had no
And their
idea
middle
that
names.
It's not
happened.
easy. That shit ain't easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had
I
no idea
remember it
that
because I had to say everyone's name.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do remember it.
I remember a lot of people's middle names too.
What do we think of high school? What do we think of the experience? Oh,
It's so funny.
tough for
because-
you. Yeah, I feel you.
I do. I do
it
not
was tough moments
miss it
and
at
good
all.
moments.
At all.
But yeah,
I do not like high school.
My thing is, when I was in high school, I thought it was like the best thing ever. Like I was so into it. Like
Thought it
class
was Troy
president,
Bolton.
like dance team captain. I loved it. Leaving it was one of the hardest things I felt like I ever did. Like I cried leaving dance studio of Wakefield. I cried when dance team ended. I cried at graduation. Like I cried all the time about it. But now when I
Yeah, I
look
see what
back
you
on it,
mean.
I'm like, that was really difficult. Like high school is really hard, and like you're so young and you want to be so accepted and you want to be so liked, and like you put yourself out there, and it's like the most terrifying thing ever. Like to think that the way I used to feel about like presidential elections, like I literally needed the grade to vote for me. Like psychologically, that was crazy.
No, I think you just got voted because you were the best one for the job, personally.
I mean, I
Yeah.
went all out. I
Yeah,
went
like,
all
no
out
one
for
else-
it.
you were the
No
one that
one else
wanted
would-
it the most.
right.
You know?
I mean,
I remember
And
I did
that's-
the free ticket giveaway every single week.
Yeah. You know, you
I
were
went
active.
free.
You were active.
consistent. For
Yeah,
what
we
it is,
crushed. We crushed. And like the prom tickets were fire, and our prom was
The-
free. And we had
the
High School
fundraising.
Musical as our senior show. Like every
Yo.
other grade tried to do that.
We had very good fundraising.
That's true.
Yeah.
We had
That's true.
very
Yeah, that was
good
me and my
fundraising.
mom. Me and my mom would. So we
Big
wouldn't.
shouts
We
to
wouldn't do
Mrs.
fundraisers for just the grade. We would do fundraisers for the whole school.
Yeah.
So that like 4x our profits naturally, And so we would do that, but that made so many more orders. So I remember I did these custom shirts where it would be your grade and like your last name on the back, so they're all custom.
Yeah.
And like there's like 300 orders of, and me and my mom were just folding all of them like in my living room. Never mind the fact that I had like
Damn.
school the next day.
Did you guys
Right,
make
you
a
were
profit on that?
grinding.
No, I mean the grade did. So there's like a class of 2016 bank account.
That's some bullshit.
All the money goes straight to the school, yeah. In fact, the dude at T-Stop accused my mom one time because we had so many orders for our fundraiser. He was like, I feel like you guys are doing something sketchy here. Like, all the money went to...
What?
Yeah, that's why we were the only grade to have a free senior prom. Like...
No,
we-
yeah, you guys blessed.
Yeah,
who,
we
who
crushed.
else was it? The treasurer.
Yeah.
It was a squad.
It was a.
We don't need to go too deep into high
yeah.
school, though.
I don't know how. I don't know how the.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know how the Deca
It's so
store made
hard.
any money because people would just steal from that place all the time. They get away with it.
I mean, that's a different story.
How did Deca last?
How
in
is
the
high school for
recession?
you?
High
Overall,
school,
one word.
I would say one word. It was jarring. I would
Yeah.
say
Jarring.
I'd say
Jarring,
complex.
for
I'd
I would
say
say challenging.
challenging is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're literally in high school. You're literally just like trying to find your way. Who do I belong with? What do I
Yeah.
believe?
while also trying
Like,
to fit in.
while also
Yeah.
wanting to be wanted.
Yeah.
You know, no one wants to be unwanted.
Yeah. In
It's
high
like the
school, you
worst
really
feeling.
put being liked over like being your own
Anything.
person.
You would have done
yeah.
anything just to
Yeah.
sit
You
with
say
someone
anything,
at
you
lunch.
do anything. Yeah. You don't.
Anything.
You'll lie about your opinions on things. Like it's crazy because you just want to be liked because you're with these people
You're just such a dweeb.
5 days a week. 8 hours a day, like duh, you
You're
want
with
them to
these
like
pe-
you?
You grow up with these people
Yeah.
your whole
It's like pack mentality.
life. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tribal. We're tribal
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And
You literally need your squads. Like it's difficult.
yeah, it's just funny how like you're like G Wood and then somebody are like West Side and then you know
G-Wood.
Lakeside. You know, it's like it's
Yeah.
weird how we just like we are
Although there
tribal
is something in the water in Greenwood.
sub
Yeah.
genres. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's
There's-
literally survival.
it's
Like
just sub genres that it's funny to me.
Dana,
it's
Dana,
like-
what's your opinion on this?
Wanting to be liked.
On just like this element of high school.
It's kind of hard for me to necessarily comment because St. John's was so fucking hard.
Yeah.
SJP?
Mm-hmm. It was so
Damn.
hard,
Damn.
and I was so obsessed with like nailing every class. I had like a 4.6 GPA.
God
I was
damn.
like super high up. It was like
Give that
I
up.
was
Paul.
probably like top 10 or something GPA in the school. Because I didn't
Sir.
really care about being accepted, to be honest with you. I used to like
That's awesome. You got that early on. That took me a
no, it
while.
fucking sucked, bro.
Really?
Because I had like no friends until I was like a senior. So like when it would be lunchtime, I'd be like, dude, I'm just gonna go grab some food and go to the library. Like
Just grind.
just grind there, because then I didn't have to
I
deal
kind
with
of
the
love that
social anxiety.
mindset though.
Damn.
Nah, because it didn't. I've talked about this before. Like, if things come from a place of power,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, I don't need fucking lunch. I'm just gonna go fucking grind it out. That's one thing. But when it comes from a place of like necessity,
Like unhealthy behavior.
unhealthy, yeah, and
Yeah.
it was very, very unhealthy, where it just wasn't really like a balanced experience. And honestly, listen to like Wakefield High stories and everything happened perfectly. I don't have like any
Divine.
requested changes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it does make me feel a little bit like, damn, I didn't really have like the best high school experience, you know what I mean? From
Yeah.
like a developmental human being experience. I guess I did in certain ways, but there's some of that like youthful blissfulness that never really got into my realm, which I think you know, all three of you guys probably had to some extent. I don't know about you guys in your high school
No,
experience, but
I can relate in a way.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I was the guy who didn't really want to go out or anything.
yeah.
Like I had great friends, don't get me wrong, but
Shouts to the homies.
I would just like my thing with sports. I would just like try to grind sports. Well, like my thought was like everyone goes out and I grind. Like I just get better.
Facts.
So, I mean,
Yep, I feel that.
but in a way, it was similar to what you're saying, but a little bit different. But
Isolating in a way.
definitely- Yeah, just a little. Yeah, isolating in a way for sure.
When I think about the
Yeah.
high school routines that I think most people had, I'd have a hard time doing that now. Waking up at like 6,
dude.
going in
so
structured
hard.
time for me like 8 hours,
It's hard.
driving back home, and then having 5+ hours of figure it the fuck out on your own homework,
It was so.
and then do it all again
it's
5
such
days.
a crazy
like,
experience when you
Yo,
think about
that's
it.
really hard, man.
Yo,
Waking up that
hard.
early every day, never mind if you had the extracurriculars. Like my routine was literally wake up at like 6, get ready, get to school by 7, be in school till 2, then
Nonstop.
dance team 3:30 to
Then
5, then
practice,
dance
then
studio
homework.
6 to 9.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
no wonder why we can't slow down as adults. You know what
It's
I
no
mean? We're just
wonder.
like one after the other. There's no like, hey guys, let's take a nice breath here. You know what I mean? Like cultivate a little presence here, guys. Like, nope, next class. You
So
have
no.
5 minutes
Yeah.
to walk across campus to get there. If
Yeah.
you're late, detention.
It's like it's,
All right, I'm
it's
going.
like, but I had to pee.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
Yeah. No.
I had a bloody nose. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
because they didn't want to give you too
Yeah.
much time. Because if you gave them too much time, then
They're vaping
they'd
in the
rally.
bathroom.
And yeah.
Oh yeah, people get fucking
Yeah.
rowdy.
But that's the thing is like we should let kids be fucking kids.
Yeah, I don't know if
We
my kids will
don't.
go through the. They
Would you
won't go.
homeschool?
They won't go through the public schooling system. So it's really cool because one of my very good friends right now, Mila, actually has a young daughter.
Shut up.
And she is raising her in a very aware, like, conscious way, and so she has gone back and forth from having her into the schooling system and then takes her out for certain years, and they travel and she homeschools. So it's cool because she's getting like a certain balance there.
That's really
I
cool.
definitely, because I think there are a lot of great things that can come from being in the school system, like learning how to read and socialize and have like community, and like obviously taking them out of that's difficult too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that being said, I think like middle school, I personally could have done it without middle school. You know, like middle school was tough.
Middle school
Middle
is
school was
great.
grimy, bro.
Yeah.
Grimy.
Yo.
Things
You went
get-
from elementary school and everything was peachy
Yeah.
and warm and fuzzy, and there was like middle school.
Then there's hormones.
Yeah.
This kid's doing drugs in the bathroom.
And- Yeah.
That's like Big Mouth.
Yeah,
Big
we just
Mouth
went
is
from
like,
the, we just went from the letter people, like how like now, and all of a sudden that you get like the health classes start talking about sex and all this
And
stuff,
they-
and you're
they
like,
really didn't teach it a good way, in my opinion.
no, it's so
Not
it's
at
so
all.
They
aggressive,
treat it so taboo-y, like
so weird,
So yeah, like legit Mean Girls, like don't have sex or you'll die. You'll
So
get an
strange.
STD and die. And it's
So
like,
weird.
I think that's a weird way to introduce people with things through fear.
from oh careful.
Shout out to the stew.
I'm trying.
Shout out, shout
I'm trying to stop this from happening.
No, you're good. You're good.
Shout out to the
There's
stew.
a-
We're
nothing,
just
that
we're
ain't
in
nothing.
That
Tony
is such a
Stark's
good
cave.
hat.
We're in the Tony Stark cave.
That
right
hat
now.
looks so good, Daniel.
It matches my outfit.
Yeah,
It looks
does.
so good. It fits
Wear
your head
that-
really nice.
Wear that
It's a nice hat.
anytime, anywhere.
It's a nice hat.
It looks awesome.
It's a nice hat, man.
But,
Matt,
Yeah,
that
dude, we
point
have
in
plenty
that-
of merch. Go to dogbot.hats.com.
Dogbot.hats.com.
Peep the Bison in the Back merch.
Dogbot hats.
Dogbot hats on Etsy.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Bison, the bison, the bison.
Let's call Rose.
Let's
Bison.
go,
let's do it.
Rose.
Bison.
Let's
But-
go, Rose.
Also, I have a miss.
But
I was going to see if
bison.
Max and Emil call it. We have a missed FaceTime from my brother, which is.
Get John on the pod. Get John on the
Would
pod.
he want to pot it up?
I mean, he definitely hop on.
But Rose did text me 2 minutes ago.
Hit her up.
Call Rose.
Find your balance.
Okay, try this out.
Okay, so we're calling champagne. You guys down?
Yeah, throw that thing on now.
Champagne chooter.
Who has a crazy question?
You gotta turn that up, yeah.
So we're gonna be able to hear her through this. This is impressive.
It's pretty
I'm
cool
impressed.
setup.
Could you guys come
Now
set something up like
stores.
this for me?
Yeah,
Bice in
we
the
could
back
easily
love
set this up
pack.
for
Would
you.
you set this up for me? That'd be sick.
Lubrication, protection, and underwear garments. All available for you and your lover.
Dude,
Dial
Manscaped should sponsor
188
us.
BICE. 188 BICE.
Dog, we should get a Manscaped sponsor because you got the nicest beard in the
Oh,
game. We
dude,
should
you
we should
totally
hit them
should.
up.
Yeah, we
See?
got
Do I
to.
have to hit anything
I know
specific?
there's something.
No,
There's
we got
something in
to.
that weird ad there.
Yeah.
There's something. I don't know why I was called
Why
to do
can't
it.
we
You
hear
just
it ring?
created that right there.
One moment.
Oh, she's coming out the phone.
How's
Is
it?
it like a line in, line out
Yeah,
type
it's
Or
a
you could
line
also
in,
just
yeah.
hold
Well,
it to the
there-
mic.
Brandon, it might be like a switch that you
this?
just need to hit to change.
Oh wait, yeah. Hold on, I forgot there is a switch.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep. Look
Let's get this set up. It'll be so
mastermind in
clean.
action.
Try now.
Yo, Rose.
Hi.
Fuck. Hold on.
That's not gonna fit in there. Hey,
That's
yo.
what she
wait, hold
said.
on.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
Take the new testosterone promoting
do
bice in the back. And you too
Wait,
can get these.
What
kind
happens
of
when you hit
results.
speaker on that? It doesn't give you an
Rose?
option. Just put it through there. Just put it through there. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're
it's all
botting.
good.
It was just playing the music though through it.
You're botted.
Yeah, that was
Botted, we
crazy.
botted.
There's nothing we can do to try to figure it out.
All right, we're good. We're good. Just have her talk through there.
No, it's all good.
You know how rare it is to see Shannon Fairweather call you?
How rare is that?
You answer.
You answer that.
Rose, you're
I,
on
like,
the
don't
Bice in the
use my
Back
phone.
podcast right now.
What, Brandon?
You're live on YouTube
Yeah,
right now.
you are on the Bice in the Back pop podcast right now.
Me and Buppa.
Wow.
Let's go.
Shout out, Buppa.
Shout out to Bubba.
Long live.
Buppa, say hi. Who's this? Shannon.
It's the Bice in the Back.
Bubba.
Bubba, you're live on Bice in the
You're
Back.
live on Bice in the Back.
Bice in the
What if he just starts going?
Bice in the Back.
Me lass. How you doing, me lass?
Bubba.
Glory be to God. You sound so beautiful. You really do.
Thank you, Bubba.
Aw, so
Back
sweet.
off,
Can I
Bubba.
come to Ireland with you?
He doesn't live in Ireland.
Bubba, you're the best.
with his dad for me. Say hi to Bill for me, please.
I absolutely will, Bubba. Well, we have to get you guys together this summer.
Yeah, I love all of you.
We love you. We love you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you, Bubba.
He said, God bless you.
Thank you.
He has this notion that Shannon is from Ireland because when he met Bill Fairweather, I ended up going to visit Shannon in Ireland like 2 months later. So he goes, oh, is that the girl from Ireland?
I basically could be. It adds up. I have the cheekbones for it.
How is Ireland?
Ireland's incredible.
Is it fucking amazing?
It's so incredible. I'm actually craving going back there.
The UK must be a fucking lit place.
Ireland has the most beautiful hills and
Yeah.
like valleys and like people. My favorite
the
people.
nightlife there is probably amazing.
Because I love the bar scenes.
The bar scene,
Yeah.
for
So,
sure.
but
And they're
Irish
wild
people, all the taxi drivers are these old like Irish guys, and they're just the best. Have you seen Waking Ned Divine?
No.
So good. You'd like that movie a
Dude,
lot.
such a great movie.
Is it
I
actually?
have a video of me dying, covering my nose, being in a taxi because the guy was not smelling fantastic. And like Shannon, I'm gonna send you this video. Actually, you don't even need to see it. Why bother?
Why
We
not?
can focus on $1 million plan. We don't need to look at me nauseous from this dude's scent.
You can definitely send it.
Send it if you want.
Send it to
Send
the
it if
bison.
you
The
want.
Who
bison.
has a good question for Champagne?
Champagne, what's your most persistent thought recently?
Ooh,
Good
great
question. Holy moly.
Damn.
Talk to me nice, Rand.
That is incredible. My most persistent thought.
I'm gonna have to archive that one.
I'll tell you mine first if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Mine is freedom.
Freedom.
That's pretty on brand for me right
You
now.
better not take his answer.
Pretty on brand.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Another thought that I have
What he said. Tell
many
me.
thoughts of
Tell me.
is I am really craving some Mary Jane.
Hey. So are we.
Have you been clean from that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's good to get the clarity though sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
For how
clarifying
long?
how much I love it. I just like it makes sense because I'm here.
Yeah.
But I just look forward to that indulgence.
What do you look forward to specifically?
Escapism.
Yeah, that's a great answer. You do kind of escape. I also
It's a real
just
answer.
like the.
I also like truly I want to smoke and listen to music and just become a song. Like
Yo, we just did that. We literally just did that, the four of
It was
us.
a great time.
Doesn't
Oh,
We
I
also
love
became
that.
a piece of pizza. as
Yeah,
well.
we did.
music sounds better, food tastes better, things you feel are just feel better.
I just love listening to
Like-
music in a car, even just like with some coffee. Like it's so
It's a vibe.
magical.
It's good
so
vibe.
good, especially like together.
In a unit when you all just vibe to the backseat lovers.
And when you like you share a song that you know you love, you're like, this is a fucking
Yeah,
vibe.
that's really.
Rose, do you have some good headphones?
Yes, I'm there's like been a lot of EMF activity going on in my ears.
Oh, you got the Bluetooth? You got the AirPods?
Actually, no, they're Bluetooth, they're Beats.
Yeah. I love my Bose. I have
Shut
Bose
up,
heads.
Beats.
Shots Beats. Beats are amazing. I read a
By
thing
Dre.
that Dr. Dre, the idea of making the Beats headphones was that he felt that like he heard music differently than other people did. So he wanted to make headphones so that
Really?
people could grasp the way he hears music, I guess.
That's a great little marketing thing right there.
Which yeah, because he has an ear for music. Clearly, why wouldn't you? You know, and then he
Dr.
sold that
Dre.
shit for like $100 billion.
Yeah. No, that's great marketing.
That's crazy.
All right,
money.
Rose, I'm getting kind of sick of holding this phone, so I love you very much.
Did you guys know that P Diddy owns Ciroc?
Blessing to get to hear all of your voices. I'm like, I can go to bed happier.
Let's go. I
Wow.
appreciate you,
So
Champagne.
you don't even need you don't even need the Mary Jane.
Champagne,
You can escape into your own reality. Think about that.
Hey.
You can method
Snaps.
act your own reality.
Snaps.
Shit.
Snaps.
You know what's cool? Is I have no idea what you guys have really been saying. It's been kind of hard to hear you guys. But I get to listen in the podcast.
Oh no,
True.
I was literally just thinking like
No,
this.
that's a cool
this
perspective.
podcast, Rose would love this podcast.
Absolutely. Hop on the pod.
Hop on the pod. We can have all 5 of us if we wanted.
Yep.
We got to get one more mic, though. We got to buy one. We got to hit Guitar Center.
When I get back, it's on.
Like
love
Donkey
you.
Kong.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon.
Enjoy your night. Blessings. Blessings.
Adios.
Blessings.
Be easy.
Blessings
Ram,
and love.
ram, 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 ram.
Blessing, blessing,
ram,
blessing.
ram,
Rose
ram,
Conway,
ram,
everyone,
ram,
aka Champagne Shooter.
Champagne.
Champagne in the house.
Are you a female trying to get your booty to look better? Call Champagne Shooter.
Call Champagne
Ass
Shooter.
by Rose.
This would be a great ad for her. Ass by Rose, Rose,
Yeah.
Rose,
We
Rose.
had
Ass
like
by
a,
Rose.
Champagne booty, 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 booty.
Champagne.
dude, we had a whole
Link in the bio
we had
to
a real
Randy's.
serious mastermind about like growing like her fitness business,
Yeah.
and we really just got down to like brass tacks. And it's like I feel like I could just help girls grow their ass.
Just literally.
So
There
every
you go.
time I see Rose, I'm like,
Brass tacks.
ass by Champagne.
ass.
Brass tacks. I love that.
Hey,
The
you like that
ass
one?
tax. The ass.
Ass tax.
The ass
You gotta
tax.
pay your
That's the
ass
name.
tax.
That's the name of your OnlyFans page. At ass tax.
The ass taxer.
I can see it.
Oh man, I mean, it sells. It sells.
How do you know?
You ain't lying.
How do I know?
How do you know it sells? I
Oh.
think it already exists.
Well,
Like bro, you're into the gym. You got the whole plan. You know it sells. I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah,
This
he
is
has it down to a
You just got a
science.
brand new Lamborghini. I can't.
It adds
I
up.
wish. I wish.
We know what kind of trenches he's actually going to be in on Monday.
God
Hey
damn.
yo, hey yo. But no, we were looking up this stat, like who is the most paid OnlyFans model, and it's Iggy Azalea, the rapper, and she's like,
Really?
yeah, she made like $500 million off like
Wow.
OnlyFans.
Who's second? Ass tax.
You know.
Who's
You know.
seventh?
See, he's doing his research too. He
Yeah.
he
You know
knows
it.
what's working.
Hey, dude, when you do the podcast, we look up a lot of weird shit, man.
That's
That
fair.
is
You
true.
know what I mean? When you do the
That's fair.
podcast, I'm just like, dude, yesterday we watched a video of AI translating Hitler's voice into English.
That's
AI,
trippy,
do you guys want
dude.
to listen
It
to
was
that?
crazy.
I don't know if I do.
No, I honestly don't.
All right, well,
No.
good, because it is honestly way more scarier when he talks in German.
Yeah, and he
His-
sounds like a nice
Makes sense.
guy. And
His English voice, he sounds like a nice guy. He's just like, stand up for me as I've stood up for you. But then in German, he's like, hi, like the eye. And it's like, what the fuck?
I'm like,
hi.
see, no, how we're talking about the subconscious. That's what we don't want to put into our subconscious mind.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But,
Yeah.
dude,
How about
that shit's crazy. AI is wild. It
Yeah.
can do whatever it wants.
the internet's pretty
Yeah.
crazy too? Like, yeah, you can look up anything.
Well, I just think like AI is translating shit. Like it'll be your voice. You have a podcast, right? So that means
Yeah.
AI can take down everything from your database, get your voice, your likeness, everything,
Yeah.
and now it could translate that into fucking
Yeah.
Norwegian.
Yeah,
if
it's
they wanted
wild.
to, and you would hear yourself how you would sound if you could speak.
That'd
in
be so
Norwegian.
cool. I'd like that.
AI is crazy, dude.
You guys
AI
heard like the Drake AI songs?
oh, dude, they're
Bro,
like
hard on my sleeve.
The
They're like-
SpongeBob one. Let's play that.
The SpongeBob. Oh,
Sponge Boy.
The
SpongeBob.
Krusty
Get back on the
Crew.
grill.
Yeah,
Ay, 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 ay.
He already knows it. He already knows it.
Bro, that one goes.
Sponge boy.
Sponge
Get back on the grill.
That
Get
one
back
goes
on the
so
grill.
hard.
Of course you know it.
That one goes hard.
I feel like we
the
have like
crusty
the
crew.
same humor.
We literally have
For
the
real.
same music taste, the
Yeah.
same humor. When were you
Same
born?
haircut.
What's our signs?
What's yours?
I'm an Aquarius.
So you remind me a lot of my brother Daniel, and there's just like a similar. It's just like SpongeBob humor and like taste. That's all it really is.
Is it good taste?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's great
The
taste.
finest of taste.
Finest of taste.
Oh yeah, if
Well,
someone
it-
doesn't watch SpongeBob, like
It affects-
I don't want to call it a red flag, but
Yeah.
I
Red
know
flag.
that there's a
It
certain
affects
kind of
their
humor
humor, yeah.
that's just like not gonna like they're gonna be like
They're not gonna
they're just not gonna
understand.
SpongeBob
You
is
know
like
what I mean?
20%
Yeah.
of every. SpongeBob is like 20 to 25 to like 30% of every kid who
Yeah.
grew up watching SpongeBob's humor. Everyone who grew up with SpongeBob like still quotes SpongeBob
I
Doing a
pray-
podcast
100%.
at night.
at night.
Nose for
Stepping
I
on the
lost something once.
I-
My identity.
I lost something once.
The phone will ring, and there will be nobody there. Dude, isn't that crazy? Like
So
we can just
quotable.
recite this shit like
It's
verbatim.
crazy.
it's just there.
That was just like
It's all about you, Pearl.
defined a genre.
I love that one.
You,
I always
Pearl.
say that when it's like I use
On your
that.
16th birthday.
I remember when we were kids and we're like, wow,
Boys Who
16.
Cry.
Pearl's
We were
old.
harmonizing right
Boys
there.
Who Cry was
I need to plow
best-
when
the
I
Boys who cry.
We're finally men.
Now
We
that we're
can't do
men.
anything. We're finally men.
My leg.
Bigger boo.
SpongeBob.
Chocolate?
Yeah. I
Did
go.
you say chocolate?
Miss Salad. What are they selling?
I think you might want to tone it down just a bit there, Pat. I love you. Bro, I send that as a gift to people all the time.
That's so
Every
funny.
morning I break my arms. Every night I cry until my heart attacks put me to sleep. Oh my God.
You go.
Need
You go.
it.
What do we have similar? I go. We just have SpongeBob humor and good taste. That's all it is.
Dude,
That's all it
if
is.
that's all I'm known
You'd
for,
really
I'm
love-
okay with that.
Yeah,
That's all
me
it
too.
takes. I'm
It's good to
so
know who
okay
you
with
vibe
that.
with, isn't he? I told you he's Rango vibes.
Fake Dave.
Who's Rango?
My brother.
Rango?
Yeah,
That's a
also-
nickname we got for him.
And that's a huge compliment. He's like one of my favorite people.
Is that Johnny Depp? Rango?
No.
It's a slog story.
No,
A friend of mine's dog, and we kind of turned
It's a
the
great
dog
name.
into a joke, and then somehow the joke also became joking with the dog, also became joking about my brother.
Yeah. All right, so
That's
just,
how
so
it
just to
spirals
get it clear, her friend had a dog.
Yeah.
It was a very hyped up dog,
Yeah.
and Daniel took a very strong stance saying the dog
Yeah.
wasn't that great.
Yeah.
It was just like so out of pocket. He's just like Rango, overrated dog. And we were all like, dude, like, nah. We're like, nah, it's a fire dog.
She was a
Come on
great
now.
He's
dog.
like, no,
She's a
not
great
at all.
dog.
Come
She's-
on now.
Yeah, and then the meme just kind of
Yo.
like just
Yeah, but he
took
hates it, so
over.
it's so difficult because I finally found
So
found a
You call
nickname.
him Rango,
But he doesn't like it, and you know I'm not the kind of person who likes to piss someone off, you know, because
But it's fun.
It is fun, but also when every single time I see my brother, the first 30 seconds he's mad at me, it gets tiring.
Yeah.
As well. So, but we're
Yeah.
trying to I want him to just get used to it because like there's two very important Daniels in my life, you know.
But dude,
You gotta
Now
differentiate. You gotta
The middle
differentiate.
name.
Shout out. Daniel.
We evolved the Rango name, and like when
Yeah.
he's like hungover and crusty, we call him Rangy.
But when he's in a really and when he's in
Rango feeling a
And
Rangy.
it like leaked into his friend group.
and like when he's in a really great vibe, we call him the Great Rangini.
The big Rangino. Dude, no, that's
It's
honestly
funny because we call you Randy.
Yeah,
That's
Exactly.
Randy.
Kind of similar.
my nickname is
similar.
literally
Exactly.
Randy, and it
Randy.
evolved
Randy and
from
Randy.
it evolved from like brand to like Brando to like Brandy. Now
Randy
it's Randy.
and Randy.
Yeah, it was Brandy for
Yeah,
a little
you-
bit.
It was
Randy.
Brandy.
You and my brother just have a similar little spice to
We
it.
just
that I
evolved
love.
nicknames.
Good vibes.
It's like a detail-oriented kind of.
I feel like if you don't
Taste.
have deeply evolved nicknames, then you don't have good friends.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
We asked someone that we know we were just on the podcast with if they had a nickname. And they didn't. They were like, "No, we don't have a nickname." I was like, "What?
yeah,
no one's
you have
ever
no
given you a
friends.
nickname ever? Not once?
Ever.
Like what?" And I was just like, "Damn." Then like,
It's very much. It's more.
That's fucked up.
I recognize it more in men's culture than women's culture, but I also
yeah.
hang out with like a lot
for
of this with
sure.
my
Yeah,
brothers and
why
stuff. So
do-
It's men.
Why
It's a
do
men
men
thing.
Yeah.
always?
Because we're shitty at showing affection. So like, if we have a nickname for someone,
Yeah.
like, oh, like they're
That's
boys.
the way-
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Boys
Because
have
it's-
such unique ways of
girls
expressing
are like,
love.
oh my god, you're so pretty, you're so hot, I fucking love you. If dudes are like,
Yeah.
so it's like, oh,
Dudes are like,
you
hey,
know,
Why-
it's like,
how come
what's
when
up,
I
Chief?
call
Oh, yeah, what's
Yeah.
up,
yeah, what up, King?
He's boys.
Hey,
We're
he's my
boys.
boy.
What's good, King? What's good, King?
What's good?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
up, King?
That's not good.
I think I also think women never really like needed to like develop like good humor growing up. I feel like
That's definitely debatable because I've talked to a
it's
lot of my
individual. It's
friends.
super individual, but I feel like they just didn't need to.
No, certain women did. I have had friends who have lost a lot of weight, and they literally are like, they say this that they were funnier before they lost the weight, and
Well,
it's
they
like
say
a
that about
coping
everybody,
mechanism.
like Jonah Hill and Josh Peck.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. So I feel like it's
Shout out
certain.
Josh.
I feel like
Shouts.
I feel like it's certain just coping mechanisms almost, you know.
Like I'm not saying like women can't be funny because like, dude, I think Whitney Cummings is a fantastic.
Women can
stand-up comedian.
absolutely be funny.
and she's hot. She's a hot and funny
Women can
comedian.
absolutely
And she has
be
an
funny.
OnlyFans,
Yeah.
so like,
I'm
how
funny
can
all
you-
the
Does she
fucking
have
time.
OnlyFans?
Rose is fucking
Check her
so-
bio.
Check her
Research
bio.
later. Totally.
I'll do some research later. But no, not that women aren't funny because women obviously can be funny. I just think a lot of them never had to focus on like guys have to be funny. Like Shannon, think about it like this.
In certain
When-
ways.
So like we were just talking about this. Like if a girl were to call me funny versus hot, I would take funny. If a girl calls me
Yeah.
funny, I am through
Yeah.
the
I
fucking
think that
roof.
means more than like
It means
oh,
more
he's
than
cute.
appearance. Yeah, like
Yeah.
oh, like if a girl called me, oh, dude, he's super hot. I like that's cool, but like, dude, I'm funny. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in
Oh,
there.
shit.
You're in
so
there.
in
When
there.
a,
bro.
There's
when,
different-
when a guy calls me funny, I'm ecstatic. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just when-
Yeah.
If you're just
Being
hot, you
funny-
can still be a douchebag. If
Yeah.
you're funny, like
Right.
you can
Totally.
still be a douchebag and you're fine because you're still funny.
He's so
Yeah.
funny. Exactly. So yeah, I feel like funny is a good compliment, and I feel like women more so focused on appearance instead
Yeah,
of looks.
I think with men,
you know,
I think with men, there's a lot of different things where men, how they literally show affection sometimes is like through humor and like through chirping each other too.
Yes.
Like
Absolutely.
I've really noticed that
Yeah.
mainly.
in terms of
Yep.
endearment. Yes.
Yeah, like
yes.
my brother, like when I go to my brother's apartment, he lives in Southie. And like
Shouts.
once I settle in, like once everyone's comfortable with me, like they're chirping me, you know, and like Billy
Big
is
chirp.
chirping
Yeah.
me, and like they chirp each other nonstop, and it's like very lighthearted, and like that in itself is kind of like jokes. But I also
Yeah.
think that like everyone has a capacity to be funny, and like everyone is funny. Like to me, funny really is just being in flow, and like being present, and like essentially saying what other people are like they're thinking it, but they don't even know they're thinking it. Like that's what's funny, when someone says something and it connects a thought that you're having to something that you know is funny, but you weren't thinking yourself.
I
Almost,
I
yeah.
think it's like a
Yeah.
degree of presence. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because
it really is.
I tell Shannon she's a funny fucker all the time.
Yeah.
I
I
love
literally,
that.
I literally use those words.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But I can think of people in my family, like not my immediate family, like my extended family, that I don't think they've really ever said something funny.
Yeah.
And typically, I'm talking like just like random fucking, you know, like cousins and aunts and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just any conversation, they were just blah.
Yeah. And I feel like the 50, 60-ish years old are like, sometimes those aren't the most present people. You know what I mean? Our generation
Oh,
is
out to
like,
lunch.
you know, the woke generation or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's a little bit more common for us. But
For sure.
yeah, I think it really just boils down to
Yeah.
how present you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what gives you that wit.
Totally.
Well, the presence
Totally.
is all you got. A lot
true.
of people are always
Yeah.
like worried about what happened a year ago. Like they cringe
It
at
doesn't
past
matter, yeah.
mistakes, or they are worried about the test they have next week, or the work I got to get done next week. All this shit, and it doesn't give them enough time to really like be right here, right now. That's why I like the pod. We got the headsets on, the microphones.
There's a lot of presence with the pod.
You can,
For sure,
you're
for sure.
forced to lock in. You're
It
forced
demands
to actually,
presence.
yeah, you're forced to actually hear people, hear them out, and then respond and genuinely listen. And I feel like I'm also, victim of this too. But like I struggle to listen sometimes when I'm out in the world. I just like turn my ears off. But with a pod, it really teaches me to like hone in. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we could do this.
The
This is
power
fucking
of
hype.
now.
The power of just
It's all one, including the now.
It's all
you know another thing.
Tomorrow
that-
never comes.
Just
Realistic.
because
It's always today.
Always today. Damn.
But another thing that I feel like we unifies us all is I think everyone can agree that there's nothing better than spending time with the boys.
The theoretical boys.
The bice.
Just literally like what we're doing right now, eating on pod, drinking, smoking, whatever, like just talking stories.
It is top tier, man.
Dude, poor
Yeah,
people
just
do
chilling.
Top
it.
tier.
Rich people do it.
True.
Everyone does it because there's literally nothing better.
Than
When you
human connection, because
Yes.
we're literally all one, which is why it's so important for us to connect with other people.
That's
Yeah.
why we ask
Because-
somebody, what do you like to do? Oh, I like
Yeah.
to hang with my homies. Why? Because it's
Yeah.
the best thing in the fucking world. Whether you're rich or
Happiness
poor.
It really
is better
is.
shared.
Happiness is
Facts.
better shared. The best things are free, and that's just spending time with people
It's
that
just sitting around talking.
man.
That's what I was saying. Like you can-
dancing, vibing to music,
food, music,
culture,
little Japanese whiskey.
Yep.
Like we've really
a
had
little Mary Jane,
all the
a little
things.
champagne shooter.
When you first said that, I thought you were plugging the podcast. Because like Vice.
Hey.
It's like there's nothing better than
gosh.
just spending time on the
the
Vice and the
Vice
Boys
and the-
podcast.
But hey, I mean,
He's not wrong.
That's the vibe we try to give. Is
That's,
because like I feel
that's what we're
like
going for.
Yeah.
a lot of
Vice in the
people,
bag, baby.
a lot of people will come, or like some people are afraid to come on the pod because they know how it's gonna go, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And like that's why I'm glad we have a new mixer that can have 6 people on, because now it's like not as like scary when it's just you.
This setup is sick. I
You know
really
what
like
mean?
it.
Oh, I
Very
appreciate it.
conversational.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very just laid back and like
Hell
chill,
yeah.
and I want people to feel comfortable to talk about anything.
Dude, we've
and
been doing this for like 3 hours. That's how
Dude.
you know it's just coming. You know what I
we're,
mean?
yeah,
Totally.
just, we reached the 2:30.
Been here
We
since
reached the 2:30 mark.
7:30, bro.
Yeah, it's 11:11
Yeah,
right
I'm
now. Make a
saying.
wish.
Hey,
Make a
we're
wish,
aligned.
Daniel. What's the wish? Oh wait, we don't say it right, or else smoke come true.
No, you can say it.
All right, Daniel, what's the wish?
I wish for the deepest presence and love and peace amongst all the people that we love.
Great answer, Ty. What do
Yes,
you got?
sir. Great things for all of us in here right now.
Amen.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
beautiful.
Period.
Shan.
I wish for just love. Just
Yeah,
love.
that's funny. You were gonna say that. I also just wish for happiness and love for everyone.
Yeah.
There's nothing better to experience than raw happiness and raw
Yeah.
love for a person. That shit is like a drug.
Yeah,
That
it's,
shit'll get you
it's the best.
highest you've
Yo,
ever
it's
been.
The best.
When people just support you, support
Yeah.
them, and just out of genuine love, none of any ulterior motive,
Yeah.
just straight up because I think you're a great person, you deserve it. And like I said earlier, like that's what this podcast is. I want everyone
all it
else to
is.
shine more than I do.
Yeah.
Because I know some great people, and I only want to have great people on this pod. So
You
Hell
saying that
yeah.
made me think. I laughed so hard that I cried today with my mom over like the silliest thing, and like it felt better than any, like material win or drug, like ever. Like
Facts.
laughing so hard that you cry with someone.
that shit's
Is-
magical. It's
Oh
magic.
my gosh, your whole body
That's
feels so good. Like it's literally a drug. It's
Yeah.
so
Magical.
good. Me and Daniel have had some days on
Oh, they're the best.
on the beach with a little mush.
Yeah, a little mushroom.
And
Little
we
mush.
and like the
Yeah.
Little
perfect like
mush.
75-degree day, and we just lay there and like we talk and like we cry and like we laugh so hard. It's so
Happy
beautiful.
cries or sad cries, or does it
Both.
not matter? Both.
Well,
Mainly
I
happy.
love
Yeah.
Yeah.
sad crying as well. Like we'll talk about things that are difficult. Like when we have the most beautiful mushroom days I think on the planet. Like we just like what they're meant for. We have tapped into. I think truly, mainly on beaches in Florida. In like Fort Lauderdale, Miami areas, like just really magical days where like you lay in the sand and you look up at the sky and you go in the ocean and you talk and you listen. You have music on in the background,
nature.
and you have your shade and you have your music
vibing.
and you have the ocean and the sand and the ocean and the sand. And you just get the perfect amount of sun. And we just talk about like if there's things on our mind, like we'll talk them out, and I'll often cry in a really good way, but also from laughing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's beautiful stuff.
being in nature is like so crucial. I think we are like such.
Yeah, you're telling us. We live 21 floors up.
I think there is a connection between us and the earth.
It's all
Like I
one.
said, I think it's alive. Like, dude,
It's all one.
dude, there are trees.
That's all you gotta say.
There are trees that are
One.
thousands of years old. Trees that have been
Yeah.
where they are. Their roots go so fucking deep in the ground that they can travel for fucking miles and miles and miles.
The mycelium is sick.
It's like the whole, and those trees are alive. And what is it a part of? The earth, the crust. The earth is alive itself. It has I don't know. It
The
just
whole
has life. I
ecosystem.
don't know how
All
to,
one.
yeah, it's all in
all
one.
one.
I can't
Only
explain
ever
it.
been one.
It's all connected.
But it's
Will
only
ever
gonna
be
be
one.
one.
But
gonna
Shout
be
out
great.
Max
It's gonna be
Vitality.
great.
that's why when I feel
Did
like
they call you back?
No.
What the?
Damn.
She texted me.
But I
They're
feel
probably
like-
locked in. They're
What?
locked in.
They're
right
locked
now.
in.
Well, yeah.
No.
If it's 11 now, they're probably asleep.
But like when you
definitely
take your
asleep.
shoes off and you're touching the ground, you just like. Do you not feel more connected?
That grounding,
Tell me that's
bro.
not crazy.
That's that
No,
grounding. That's-
dude,
that's-
you're,
no.
do you know who you're talking to?
Tell me that's not.
You're talking to
real as
Joe
fuck.
Nature over here.
Joe Nature.
That's not my dad joke. I'll say Joe whatever.
Miss Frizzle.
Joe.
Dude, I
Joe
I
Coffee.
went on a barefoot run yesterday around fucking Paradise. What's
Harrison Avenue.
Yeah, what's it? It was like
Hillview Estates.
Hillview Estates. Yeah.
The Estates.
I went on a barefoot run around there. It was like absolutely freezing cold, but
Yeah.
just the feeling I had after that run was just. It's like I just did a drug, dude. I was just so tapped in after. You know what I mean? Like anything that was just.
Dude, you would love mush.
Yeah,
running?
Right.
You
You think
would.
so?
Oh, it increases your awareness.
We're gonna see this
of
kid in a year. He's gonna be like,
connection.
dude, fuking mush.
Yeah. Yeah. You have one
gonna be
nose ring
honest.
now. He's gonna have 3 after this.
Yeah.
Dude, it just makes you. It expands
He's
your
gonna have a face
awareness.
tat.
Out the septum.
Yeah.
Lead the bull nose.
He's gonna look like Post Malone.
Yeah, I'm gonna face that.
He's
What's
gonna
with
have
all
a
that shit on your
mushroom
face, buddy?
forehead tattoo.
No, it just increases your awareness of like your connection to all of it.
Yeah, I try to be super self-aware. I always preach that, like,
Yeah, you're
if there's
there.
anything you can really be in this life, is to one, always be open-minded, and two, be super self-aware. No, like you said, be intentional with what you're doing.
Yes.
Like, know who you are, know why you do it, and don't let anything get in the way of that. A lot of people let like FOMO affect them, or
What's
let
the dream for you?
what's the dream
Yeah.
for me?
Good
Like
question.
my dream life, or like
What's like the goal right now?
Yeah, what's an attainable dream
Yeah.
for you that like you're working toward?
right now I'm working on getting my electrical license. I'm in school. I'm doing the hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a few-year journey.
Are you liking that?
Yeah, I do enjoy it. I like working with my hands, building something, creating something in a more like logistics, streamlined way. Obviously, like building houses, construction. It's good to know. It's always important. You know, Ty's doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like one minor dream. A big dream is I want to get my black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
That's obviously going to be
Yes,
like
sir.
a 8-year thing, but I have my blue belt, so we're
Cool.
chipping away. We're already like 3 years
Is that what
in.
Max does?
Max does jiu-jitsu. Yeah, he
does
does
jiu-jitsu.
MMA, but
You
he's
guys-
he's more of like a stand-up guy. He likes the Muay Thai.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
Muay Thai guy.
He's a Muay Thai
Mm.
guy.
You guys
But,
should totally have
He's a
him on if he
Muay
would come
Thai
on.
guy.
Yeah, he's coming on.
I would love to have Castle.
We
He's
are.
like the
He is
coolest.
coming
He's the
on.
best. He's the best.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah,
awesome.
that's another one I want. Another dream would be to, do social media like a full-time gig. That'd be awesome to monetize things like this.
You guys have
and-
improved this setup so much.
Yeah, we got camera angles. Wave, Daniel, to the camera.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Shannon, wave to the camera. And then, you can see us from the screen.
You guys have grown
We
a
had a
lot with
s-
it, which is awesome.
We have a sick fucking new audio interface. Ty, why don't you let the people
What's
know?
this recording on?
I use OBS. So OBS will allow you to have multiple videos
Vice in the back
at different times, so you can change the scenes.
with Ty and Brando.
And I made hotkeys so that I can control which scene we look at.
Gotcha.
What do you use?
We have an Apollo.
Ableton Live.
Yeah.
Ableton Live.
And then we have a computer, and we
use
have
Ableton Live.
some really heavy microphones.
Shure SM7Bs.
Yeah, they're
Do you got the-
beautiful.
Do you use USB cameras or do you use HDMI cameras?
We use DSLR. Do we use?
See, I have no idea.
We use a Sony 873.
Okay.
It's like a $4,000 camera. It's
Is it
like
really?
It's like
Damn.
not. It's like
your guys'
it's
quality
legit
is
doing,
mad
dude.
nice,
It's
though.
doing the most. It's like
I wonder
we
if we could do this.
Don't need that ridiculous of a camera.
You guys, I'm surprised you guys don't use OBS. So do you record 2 SD cards from each camera and
Yes.
then run them over
And
in the editing
that- yes,
afterwards?
Yes.
And then we
Dude,
have
just
a
get a
digital.
switch. Just use OBS and switch it live.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I'm
So the
joking.
cameras
of
could
like,
connect
we don't
to
need
this?
That kind of camera.
Yeah, well, I only have one camera connected. We're trying to find out a way to get 2 connected. I still haven't figured it out yet. I think I need a legit desktop.
think we
I know
know
how.
how.
You find something like this that has 2 ports at the end.
No, that's what we do.
We have
but
a strip right there that has multiple, but it
we
doesn't
think
seem to work.
The
right.
computer can't like handle.
I don't
it.
think the computer can handle it.
Okay.
I need like a desktop. I think.
TY had multiple cameras set
Yeah,
up.
I was just thinking like,
Yeah.
we could give TY FaceTime.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, fuck yeah, So
I want to set up
we
like
have
that.
the audio interface all set. That thing is a beast and it does everything. The only thing we need is just multiple cameras.
Yo, know what else sucks about our setup right now? I have to change the camera every 29 minutes. I physically have to get up. I have to set a timer.
That happened to us before. We had we used the webcam.
You got a little
battery
webcam.
dies?
No, because there's this. You really wonder why?
What?
There is a law in Japan that says if a camera shoots for more than 30 minutes continuously, it's classified as a different type of camera, and that type of camera has something that's not good for the company. It's like a tax or some kind of license that needs to happen. So they put in an auto shutoff in 90+% of cameras at 30 minutes because otherwise it gets classified as like a camcorder class. It's a whole fucking thing. So
that's probably why
it's
our camcorder used to shut off.
It's so tough.
It was so annoying because we had to keep changing it, and that's honestly why I got the webcam, was because the webcam will go.
More people should know that.
continuously.
It's
More people should know that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fact,
we
right?
we had the camcorder too, but the quality wasn't really that great.
par.
It just looked so.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was
It
fuzzy.
looked like it was recorded in 1990.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we have this Logitech Brilliant. It's not bad. It does the job.
Yeah, it's a pretty good picture.
I just wish we had more. I just wish we could do more. We're figuring it out.
We are doing more.
Yeah,
You're
we're
definitely
doing the
more.
most. We're doing
You're
the most.
definitely
the
doing
technical
the most.
difficulties I feel like are the most important because that's where you learn the most. And I feel like that's honestly a good thing about this pod is that we just learned so much technologically.
Yeah.
You know. What
Yeah, I
else is
feel
up there?
that.
I think if we got a capture
That's how I've
card,
learned. I've learned so much about Adobe. Like I can like edit stuff. I can like make logos. I can like edit videos with Adobe just from like playing around with it for like
editing can be
years
fun
now.
sometimes. When we do like reactions, we've been watching The Boys, the TV show. You guys see that? We're reacting to that on our YouTube channel. Editing those is kind of fun sometimes. Just like editing our like what we're watching and then our reaction is pretty cool. So
Let's do some reactions.
what do you want to react to?
Go to like some like let's look up a keyword that I feel like we've been
Some
talking
crazy
about,
AI shit.
and then find some like YouTube shorts on it.
With not Adolf.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it like a positive AI.
He literally looked up crazy AI
I
shit.
spelled crazy wrong.
Look up.
The
go to
Krusty Crew.
shorts
The Krusty Crew.
Krusty Crew.
I'd listen to that.
because the shorts will be nice and quick
Get back on the grill.
and easier to edit for short form video.
Get
What the
back on
fuck is
grill.
this?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What do we got going? I mean, this is already a pretty good reaction. We got 2 what the fuck is thises.
It actually is pretty interesting.
What the fuck
It's
is
like
this?
some type of weird artwork going on.
That's AI.
I guess
Can
AI
you
made
see,
this.
Daniel?
Just like
What is this?
evolving.
Oh damn!
Thing.
This just looks as AI as possible.
Can you look at videos that are like super trending on YouTube?
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, how do I do
What
that?
is this?
Just go to shorts, I think, without like looking up anything.
Crazy AI shit.
Yeah, you're looking up crazy AI shit right now.
Oh.
Dana, what's the best way to just find some super like viral shorts that we could react to? Here we go.
This is how you just spend 30 seconds on that. Is that Napoleon
Wait,
Dynamite?
how do I get the volume on this? Oh, that's why.
Yeah, unmute that thing. Oh. So there's no sound.
These like have like 4,000 likes. Why are we in like such a random?
What do you say?
Is a shit. Just
skip it. Just skip it.
This video
That's not AI, I don't
Please
think.
pass.
What?
What?
Oh, they were trying to run the clock out.
Yeah.
Oh, they try to make it like Illuminati-esque. You forgot the NFL script.
That's so weird.
Todd Gurley. You guys remember Todd Gurley?
I'm not gonna lie, that was
The
like
dog.
my only competition. Every time I drop, he either go #1 or I go #1. Either way it was gonna go, one of us was gonna turn it up. So I think you should play some XXX shit.
Damn, shouts Uzi. Hey.
Dude, these
R.I.P.
shorts suck.
Yeah, these are bad.
Yeah, what the hell's going
Yeah,
on here?
What's something we could look up? Maybe AI.
What is your algorithm?
Oh, yo,
like?
look up like
what is?
I don't know what's
this?
happening.
who's
here.
like we should look up Ram Dass. Give me some Ram Dass. What's going on here?
Disturbing things said by
No,
AI.
no. Subconscious, Brendan.
We might need to call Jonathan to give us a little bit of
I'm for it.
a little bit of feed here.
See what Joe Rogan has to say.
No, it's fuck Joe Rogan. No, not actually. I fuck with Joe Rogan. It's just, it's a little
Oh,
too
what's
much for me.
happening?
ChatGPT just drew us a picture of God. Here's an image of an adorable bunny sitting in a grassy field. Make it happier. Make it even happier. Like that bunny's happy as f. Make it happier. Happier.
This is
You're
actually
not
funny.
understanding. It needs to be far more happy. And it's a bunny, again, even more
Wait,
trippy.
this is
Here's
actually
an image
good.
of a bunny representing a form of joy that surpasses the concept of happiness. A level of bliss that expands beyond
Nirvana.
Watch this, Daniel.
universes and matter. Here's an image of an entity that transcends the form of a rabbit, embodying a happiness so vast and powerful it permeates all dimensions and universes. Yeah. Yo, that's wild. But go one more. Yeah, here's an image of a bunny transcending into a physical form of boundless happiness, evolving into the purest
really what
embodiment
happens?
of joy. Here is the image of an entity that
Look at that.
embodies the ultimate form of happiness, transcending all known beings and concepts. This entity is the very essence of happiness, the only existing being, and the defining force of all existence. It's God. ChatGPT just drew us a picture of God.
Yeah.
Give it up for that.
Man.
Give it up.
So essentially, are they saying that?
That's what we
Yeah.
keep. That's literally what we work towards. Like that last photo is what ayahuasca felt like. I'm serious. Like that last
Yeah.
photo.
So does that mean the happier the are, the
Could you
more
like
godlike
see
you are?
in front of you though?
The thing is, you can go deeper into when you opened your eyes, but it made your inner world crazy.
So you'd rather just keep your eyes closed?
It was a mix of both.
So are you
Yeah.
trying to come to Florida and partake?
There are ceremonies going on this spring.
Yes.
You want to partake?
I think I have to.
I think
That
you
would be
should. I
sick.
think if
Alright.
it,
I think Randy's in too.
Randy.
I know there'll be ceremonies going on in April, and
I gotta pop the cherry sooner or later, you know.
Marlon Brando. He's getting in on it.
Shout out to Marlon Brando. R.I.P.
Big RIP.
Did he pass
Big
away?
RIP.
you can go deeper
Yeah.
and
When did he
deeper
pass
and
away?
deeper into happiness, peace, joy, love.
You know he had 11 kids?
Really?
Dude, 11 children.
No shit.
We love
That's
the
a lot.
He's like
Godfather.
Nick Cannon.
Does Nick Cannon have 11 kids?
He has like 14 kids or
Yeah,
something.
There's too many kids.
That's a lot.
Damn. You like don't even have
All
time to
different
get
baby
close to
moms.
all those kids, bro.
No,
it's,
it's
like,
just-
it's like, what's your name
Mila
again?
texted me like 4 minutes ago.
That's just
Steven?
That's just
That's crazy.
child support. It comes out at the end of the day. It's fucked
yeah,
up.
I mean,
it's fucked
that-
up, but it's
yeah.
true, man.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's true.
Shout out Wildin' Out.
All right, so
I'm tired.
ladies and gents. What can we like to summarize the pods, give them more of
Okay.
the story.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah. Well, if you can, what can we give the moral of the story to the people?
Wait, let's think.
It's all one.
It's all one.
It's only ever
Daniel,
been
you go
all
first.
one.
Daniel, you go first. Give me it. Give me a straight, doctor.
It's all one. It's only ever been one. It's only gonna keep being one. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great, baby.
Yeah.
All right, Shan.
I think Daniel honestly said that really beautifully.
Yeah.
You can't say
I think I
anything
messed
other
up the
than-
third
You
line.
can't use the same one though.
It's only ever gonna be one.
It's all,
No.
yeah. It's
Is
all
that what
one.
it is?
It's only ever been one.
It's only ever gonna be one.
It's only
There it
ever going to
is.
be one. Exactly.
It's gonna be great.
But to
you gotta
summarize
get the
this
casa.
podcast,
It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
definitely.
You gotta get that.
Yes.
I
Shout
think-
out Max Vitality. Come on the pod.
We love
when,
Max.
when I'm emailing the Max Vitality guys, because we're doing some marketing, I'll end some of the emails with like, "It's gonna be great."
Because Max
Hell
says
yeah.
that
Yeah, all the time.
He came
gonna be
on my
great.
pod and it was crazy. Like in
I would
terms of
love
like,
to have him on.
you want to go deep into some mindset stuff. Like,
God damn.
Tell
I can
him.
only imagine.
Tell
Yeah.
him we want him on.
I definitely
Make
will.
the-
I'm gonna
make the
see him
connection.
this
We'll see
week.
him in like 3 days.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
We'll make it
We're
happen.
like fam with them right now. Like we love them.
They're goaded.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got it right. They
And
got
we
it
love
right.
you guys, so we'll
peeps.
make that. We'll
Well,
push that.
The
We'll
feeling
push
is
that.
mutual. We love you
we
guys.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's been great.
We respect the grind that you guys are on. I hope nothing but the fucking stars for you guys. 100%.
We fucking love you.
I feel like
Awesome.
I've known
Yes,
Ty
sir.
for like 5 years, and I've
been-
met you.
Dude, we
tonight. I feel
click.
like I've known you for
We
the same
click.
amount of
Yeah.
time.
Forever.
I've spent
It's a
such
click.
little time with you guys.
Yeah,
I feel like I know
I
you.
appreciate that.
This is the
man.
kind of hangout where tomorrow we'll think back and be like, that was fucking
That
good.
was great.
This
I
was
love
fucking
it.
good. You know
I
what
love
I
that.
mean?
That's me and Ty talk about this all the time. That's like the vibe we want to give, and we, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guests we have on recently have all said the same thing. Like, yo, we click, we
Yeah,
chill.
people
Yeah.
have been saying that.
People-
Oh,
been
so you do
saying
this
that
with
on
everyone?
Well,
It's not a special, okay?
We're just good people, man. We just
It's
try to
not
do our
a
best.
No,
special.
you just have really good guests on. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
yeah,
Facts.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I just think
people
like,
say that about Randy. Like, yo, I feel like I've known Randy forever.
yeah.
After
They
each
just meet
pod.
me. Yeah, they just meet me.
No, I love you guys.
crazy.
I've always
I love
loved you
guys.
guys.
You guys are fucking. You
I
guys are
see,
killing it. You
I
guys are
see
fucking
us
killing
doing
it. You should be
this
so
more.
happy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, come
Yeah.
on the pod
Yeah.
anytime.
Dude,
Because
come on the pod
for real.
we
time.
sleep at my parent, like we're there all the time, you know?
We're right down the street.
We're
baby.
here all the time.
Yeah.
So
We're right down
in
the
the
street.
lab working.
We're just literally. This is the
Let's
lab.
keep doing this. Let's
Get the
keep making
test
stuff out of
tubes
this.
going.
We
Because we
just-
could talk a lot. Like, we have a lot of insight
So
on,
many
like,
things.
monetizing things, like, starting, like,
We got
businesses.
a lot of logistical talk.
Yeah.
This
we
is
barely
Yeah.
scratched the surface.
Yeah.
Dude.
Barely.
Today was a
Barely.
hangout.
Barely.
But, like, whatever you guys are interested in.
Yeah.
Ty knows a little bit because
He's been doing the sessions.
you dove into, like, six-figure freelancing.
I dove in, and I'm not saying I'm not done diving in.
No,
I
and
just
where we're
I
at,
fell off.
where we're at too is like we're
Yeah.
offering some stuff that's like just next level too,
On
as
some
well.
next
Yeah,
level shit.
we're gonna
Yeah.
give you lifetime access to the mental reprogramming
Yes,
stuff.
Oh,
You were
Yes.
legit in
shit.
like the 6-figure freelancing thing for like forever, bro.
That shit is
fucking
crazy.
go.
Yeah.
So,
so you're in PAL for free
you're just
forever.
gonna be in there forever.
Yeah,
Nah,
which
it's
is
gonna
way
be
more
fire,
powerful.
dude.
Yeah,
No,
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 we
Well, I
want to.
mean,
No.
I'm in there,
No, it's gonna be
100%.
fire.
Yeah.
It's
He's in
really
there, like,
cool.
swimming.
Man. It's
I-
so much better.
It
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
No, it's really,
It
really
sounds
awesome. All
amazing.
the mental programming stuff, it takes the most applicable tools and how to do that, and it just walks you through it in like a really beautiful way where you fill out prompts related to your goals, and then
Okay.
it creates programming specifically for you that you listen to before bed and when you wake up in the morning. So you know how we talked about that
Damn.
95%? This
Yep.
is taking that intentional 5% to reprogram that 95%.
I can confidently say
Yeah.
I made this like the prototype like last December, not a couple months ago, the one before that. I can confidently say that when I made that and started using that over the course of 90 days, it made me an extra 40K. I can confidently say
Damn.
that and know that I'm
Yeah.
not full of shit.
Dude,
And
it's-
it's made me a lot
believe
more.
that.
of
It's
that.
because
I know
it's the
that.
I believe
programming's
that.
that deep. The programming's that deep. You don't have to try when you have the programming right. You don't have to try because you're programming your mindset to see
Yo.
life a certain way. So when you're driving in your car, you have certain ideas. When someone tells a story, you hear it in a certain way. You solve
Yeah.
problems differently because you're programming yourself to do so.
That's some
Yeah.
crazy. Hey,
You really got
people
a course
listening.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it
Pal.
called again?
Follow doing the most.
Pal.
Palbot.ai.
The pro.
Palbot.ai.
Palbot.ai.
That's sick.
Brought to you
That's
by
sick.
Doing
That's
the
so
Most.
fucking sick.
Brought to you by doing the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys so
This is
much.
great,
Thank
guys.
you
Thank you
guys.
so
This
much.
was amazing. We'll dance it out with the
Dance this
live
one
band.
out. Fuck yeah.
Thank you. Hey, yeah, dance it. Dance it. Shoulder work.
Hey, peace out, bitches.
Yes,
Love.
sir.